The intro it picks when you sit on the title screen is random after you've beat the game once between the standard one and the post-game one. And I was really hoping it would do the original opening, and I was just going to let that play. But of course, the moment I hit live, it's now been the alternate opening 3 times in a row. Good numbing. Hello, YouTube, and welcome to one of my favorite games of the last generation. Easily in my top 5 on the PS4. Death End Request 2. I know some people are a bit more mixed on this one, and some people prefer this. Some people, four times in a row, I got that alternate intro instead of the normal one. Cool, great. Over this, but to be honest, I love this fucking game. I get that it's different, and like the whole fantasy world aspect of it is kind of dropped in this game, but I genuinely love what it is. Dirk 2, a game so gay that it says, hey, I represent that. I'll say, hey dude, hope you're doing well. But I genuinely adore this game. Like, so much so, like, I can't show off my save file because it's built into the system, so of course you can't, but I've, like, turbo 100% of this game. Like, I've done everything in this. Absolutely, just anyone I dislike is Code Z. That's fair. I don't, you know my opinion on Code Z. I don't mind Code Z. I don't think it's as good, but I don't mind it. My only problem with it is that, I feel like they should have been, you know, a bit more balanced on the actual core gameplay, because it's too designed for, like, the elites, almost. It's never going to give me the standard intro, isn't it? It's never going to give me it's random. It's literally random which intro it picks. I fucking swear to God. There it is. This is the normal intro. I know it's going to get this video claimed, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to actually show it. The only thing that's also worth mentioning whilst this plays is I'm playing this of what was the PlayStation 4 version. And the reason why that's significant is that Idea Factory, or Compile Heart is a publisher I should say, but Idea Factory and Compile Heart have a long-lasting issue of never releasing patches on the console versions of their games. The only recent exception was that Code Z got a patch. So because of that, this is essentially the 1.0 version of the game, whilst the Steam version got like 3 patches. I do enjoy about this game is the OST. Oh yeah, I'll get into it as we go, but the OST in this game is fantastic. I love the first game soundtrack. There's something about this game soundtrack that just like sticks. Additionally, I mentioned it during Violet's stream yesterday, but although I know exactly where all the death ends are, there's one particular death end that is kind of annoying to set up in a live stream. When I was doing the Let's Play for it, it was easy enough because I could just edit out the middle work. But you essentially have to make an incorrect choice at one point, and then basically do a whole dungeon before you even get access to that death end. So you have to load back a lot. I'm not going to do that for a live stream because it wastes a lot of time that you have to do the forest section twice. So I won't. I will just tell you what the death end is, and because, you know, I've 100%ed this game 4 fucking times, I will then just show you in the bonus screen what it looks like. And also, I prefer this game. So I love that if you sit on the title screen, the fucking shadows start creeping around the town. Like, I remember when I first played it, because one of the things I genuinely really appreciate about Death End 1, even on my first playthrough, because for those who don't know, when I first played Death End 1, I thought it was just okay. It was on my second playthrough that I really came to appreciate what it was doing. But one of the things I did love of RIP was the title screen. I think Dirk 1 and Dirk 2 have genuinely fan-fucking-tastic tone setters for title screens. They let you know what you're in for. That, although, like, I wouldn't say they're explicitly horror games, they definitely have that vibe. Understanding fuck all, great. And it's like Code Z, like, I think Code Z's intro is fine. The title screen, it just doesn't quite hit the same, but 1 and 2 do a fantastic job. So when I first fired up Dirk 2, I was almost excited just for the title screen. I was like, oh, how are they going to top Dirk 1? And then I saw this, and I was like, Oh, this is beautiful. It's a horror game. Yeah, I always say this, I always call it a horror turn-based RPG, but I don't know if it's, like, officially, like, treated as, like, a horror game, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if it's considered one officially, but I always just call it a horror turn-based RPG. But anyway, we'll be starting a brand new game. The only thing hard mode changes in this game, annoyingly, is health, so I'm not going to bother with it. Dirk 1 had the better hard mode, because it actually upped all the fucking stats. In Dirk 2, it doubles every enemy health if you go on hard mode, so it's really not worth it. Oh, okay, right, hey, get ready. There we go.
Today, the start of another worthless day. I get up in the morning, and I eat. The sun
And this is
rises,
Ryan Bartley as the voice of Mai Toyama.
The sun sets, and I eat.
Which, more recently, Ryan Bartley voices Sage in Sonic. You know, Dr. Eggman's daughter.
The morning returns.
So, Ryan Bartley has a habit of voicing girls with troubling fathers.
Hey! What the hell is this?
Dad's drunk again. Another day, another disappointment. Every day might have felt worthless, but I took silver linings where I could find them. At least he was decent enough to give me a smartphone and a laptop. Being sheltered from the outside world, I dove inward, becoming obsessed with whatever I could find online.
It's crazy. I know it's like Mai felt trapped in how she did what she did, but it's crazy in retrospect now that I think about it. It's like this extremely abusive, very controlling father gave her a phone. Why didn't she just, I don't know, call the police? You know?
It's starting up again. My father's rage. People who say home is where the heart is never had a family like mine.
Also, I went into the settings before I started. I remember this game's, like, audio on 1.0 being kind of quiet. I have the voice audio at max. I cannot make the characters talk any louder than this. This is another thing that got patched in the Steam version. They, across the board, upped the voice audio in 1.1. They upped the voice audio, they made it so music starts playing more in the load screens, because there's a bunch of load screens you'll see in this game that are completely silent. They added some sound effects, and there's a bunch of dialogue that they did the voice work for, because almost like a lot more of this game than you might first realize was actually fully voiced in the dub. But for some reason, not all of it made it into the coding of 1.0 and had to be patched in later. So there's some like field dialogue mostly, where there'll be no voice acting, but the subtitles will appear. They're voiced in the Steam version. I kind of wish I was playing the Steam version, but I don't have a PC, so it is what it is. But I just kind of like wanted to make that clear for people. It's like, no, I'm playing 1.0, or version 1.0, so there are going to be a few things if you played the Steam version that you might go, that doesn't seem right.
Only one thing gave me solace. The occasional text to me by my younger sister, Sanae. She lived with our mother, and from what I gathered, it was a warm life. That alone was enough to chew on.
And you're already starting to get what I mean by the audio being too quiet. I have the music down real low, and the music's still slightly outpowering her voice. Literally, if I go to sound, look at how low I have everything. Compared to voice volume. I'll up that a little bit. But I don't want to turn the actual audio down too low, because I want to appreciate the music. We'll try that. everything else I got as is. Oh, I hate auto map. I hate that when the camera goes behind me when I'm playing games. So I always have that shit off. Which one's auto? Oh, one is auto. Oh, I forgot this game puts a giant auto symbol on the screen when you put it on, just in case you didn't realize.
You trying to make a fool out of me too? First that woman, now everyone else. I'll kill you.
It is crazy thinking ahead, like with Code Z, where in Code Z, I know Code Z's in like a bubble universe that's like not exactly representative of reality, but my having a vaguely normal relationship with her father in that game compared to this, it's like
be killed by my father.
Exactly, like ooh.
Don't care. Not anymore. I wouldn't have to suffer anymore, so it's fine. I wouldn't have to stuff anything in my mouth. But I had one parting wish. I wanted to visit Enigma. A place I had only seen online.
Huh? Can't even look me in the eye. You're a dirty whore of a daughter.
How old's Mai at this point? And you're calling her a whore? Isn't she like 17 or something in this game? Brother.
You're both shitty too, huh? You don't belong here. You're both shit.
Stop it.
Huh? Oh, shit! Get off me! What the? Let me up! Hey, what are you trying to pull, you bitch?
I won't let you. I won't let you!
Hey.
My father froze in terror. I stood on top of his stomach, lifting the hatchet in my hand.
Hey! Ah! 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 Stop.
Hell yeah. I'll let this play out again, fuck it. But, that immediately kind of like made me go, oh, I think I'm gonna like Mai. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Sheena as protagonist of the first game, but I love that they made a very deliberate effort to almost make, like, the opposite of Sheena for the protagonist of the second one. You know, Sheena will, you know, only resort to violence if she really has no other choice. She always tries to have other people's best interests in heart. She genuinely loves the life she leads, despite the struggles it presents. Mai fucking will lash out. Mai doesn't even really want to live. She kills someone she kills her father in the opening of the game. Like, they made such a, like, sharp contrast between the two, and I was like, oh, cool, Mai's cool. And also, on a small note, when this game came out, I was still knee-deep in my, trench coat era. I used to wear, like, super heavy overcoats and trench coats all the fucking time. And so, like, the costume design in this game, like, really kind of, like, sat well with me. I love, Mai's coat. Like, as much as I'm glad that, like, you know, on the Compo Heart store, Idea store, whatever which one it is, you can get, like, the net hoodie and whatnot. Let me buy Mai's jacket. Please. Let me buy that baggy-ass red jacket. I would wear that all the fucking time. And I can also, fun little story, when this game first came out, I actually got it early. The, dub version, not the Japanese version. I brought it from the store, and Idea Factory, I don't know if they really do it anymore because I haven't brought anything, like, pre-ordered anything from them in a while, but they used to put it in the post, like, a good week or so before the game came out, anticipating that it would then arrive on your doorstep on the day. That rarely actually panned out that way, and I don't think they were that fast. I got Death End 2 in the post, the collector's edition with, you know, everything good to go. 5 whole days before it reached street date. And in those 5 whole days, I had finished my entire first playthrough of the game because I had that week off work, and so it was I literally woke up, I'd have food, play this game. I had the whole game finished before it officially hit street date and was already on my New Game Plus run when I realized there was more shit hiding. And it was funny too because like I had to, when I was trying to figure out some of like the in between stuff, like it's like, okay, can you do this quest now? Can you do X, Y, and Z? Like, how do I trigger this death end? I was having to follow a Japanese guide because it wasn't out. It wasn't out in English. So I was like. And it's also like back in the day, my full let's play at the game started like less than a week after the game officially came out, and I knew exactly what I was doing because I'd already done 2 whole playthroughs before I even started that let's play, and that ended up only being playthrough 3. I did 4 playthroughs. Playthrough 3 I recorded, but then I went back through on playthrough 4 to get basically the odd details that you physically can't get on a fresh file, like get all the extra stuff, because I did it all again. You know, showed off the strain area, showed off the extra epilogue, showed off all the extra scenes, showed off what happens if you do different things in different chapters, showed off like if you invite someone else in a certain point later on. Like I was like, this game like became a little bit of a hyperfixation for a bit, and it paid off because I mentioned it before, but when I used to do let's plays, no 2 let's plays did better on the channel than Death End Request 1 and 2. Which is still crazy to me, but there is a big chunk of my audience, and also if you're watching this and you're part of that old audience, hello there. But there is a big chunk of my early subscribers of like when I went from like single and double digit subscribers to suddenly getting like over 100 and encroaching on 200 back in the day, and almost all of them come from Death End. And I know they're still around because every single Death End Request Code Z stream did well. Like, every single one of them broke 100 views within the week. So I know you guys are still around, and I deeply appreciate you all. But I know there is, like, nearly half of all of my subscribers came around because of my Death End Let's Plays. Which is a huge honor, so I appreciate it. And of course, because we know it's coming, when Death End 3 comes out, I'll be there day one. I hope we hear of a actual release window soon, because I need to start booking my work holidays for like this year, for the next fiscal year. So like what holidays I'm having from April coming up to the following end of March. And it would be nice to know when it comes out before then. I doubt we're going to find out in like the next 3 months. But if we did, so I can book a holiday during it so we can just play it all week.
Days after the incident, I was alone. No one else around to care for me.
I might turn the sound effects back down, actually, because that sound effect really outpowered her.
I was dehydrated, on the verge of death. If not for the social worker who discovered me, I would have died.
Also, just for future, which button makes the circle makes the window go away? Okay, so okay. I just wanted to know for future reference.
It seemed one of my poor neighbors heard my desperate screams and reported it to the authorities. Only then was I found. Although there was no denying I killed my father. Based on the circumstances, the court saw what I did as an act of self-defense. I was ordered to undergo counseling for 3 months. Afterwards, I was dismissed from the facility, absolved of my sins. Not that it made the consequences any easier. That man's final moments will haunt me forever. When I close my eyes, I relive the moment. I pray every day for his ghost to leave me. was thick with fog, making it difficult to see anything from a distance in this old town.
I love this track.
I sat in the back of the black town car, which was stopped in front of a tall, pearly building in the center of town. Surrounding the town was a lush smattering of trees and a vast lake. I felt a warm breeze brush against my cheek as I exited the car. If I squinted hard enough, I could make out mountains standing atop the horizon to the north of town. It was misty here year-round. Some think Glacier is cursed. Could be the eternal mist. Or it could be the creepy aura permeating throughout.
This may seem like a silly question, but for the sake of formality, I'll ask. Are you my Toyama?
For the sake of making sure the audience know who you are, I'll ask. Yeah, that's what that is. Also, hello, Welfare Association staff. I'm sure you won't become important later on.
That's right. I am Mai Toyama.
Okay, verified. Mai, from today on, Wordsworth will be your new home. What happened with your father? I mean, that man was a terrible incident. You did nothing wrong, so please don't worry. Mai, you're so strong. You did what you had to. You're allowed to be happy.
Thank you.
Now, let's head inside. Headmistress Midra awaits you.
Welcome, Mai. I am Midra, headmistress to Wordsworth, the all-girls dormitory.
Hello.
All-girls dormitory?
Personally, I find orphanage to be an unsavory signifier.
There's nothing wrong with that. Orphanage is such a dirty word, is it?
Our institution prides itself as an academy and a dorm together. There is no distinction between students with or without family.
Indeed. Point well taken. Midra, as I mentioned to you before, this girl here has had something of a tough year. She's moving on well, and she's honest. Let's be sure to give her a big Wordsworth welcome and celebrate her enrollment.
Welcome, Mai. We've had many girls like you overcome their childhoods by working hard and supporting one another in harmony. Trust in our staff. Invest in yourself. Find your wings, little butterfly, and soon you'll take flight in this world on your own. Women who triumph over all odds are the ones who make a difference. I have many high hopes for you, Mai.
She's tall, almost intimidating at first glance. I suppose it works to her advantage, given that she's the headmistress.
In any case, for what reason did you choose our remote town and our esteemed dorm to further your education?
I was the one who reached out to her after Mai requested to come here.
I stepped forward, making sure to lock eyes with Midra as I answered her question.
Because I heard Sanae was here. Please, let me see her.
Sanae?
She's my little sister. She's here, right? Let me see her.
Mai, no. Please, calm down.
Hurry! What are you doing? I'm telling you to take me to her!
Mai? Okay, Mai. Calm down. Take a deep breath. When Mai's parents divorced, they decided the following. That Mai's father would take Mai, and that her mother would take Sanae. The two girls lived apart since the split.
Which, for the record, is an insane fucking decision. Why would you separate the kids when they've only got each other during those kind of situations? Nothing brings the siblings together closer than the parents fucking divorcing, I'm telling you. Well, in most instances, like, anyway.
Because of her father's passing, we attempted to locate her mother.
Yeah, Suicide Sounds playing.
Mai could be reunited
I do like,
with her
because there's some games that reuse music of previous entries in their series that I feel like, it's like, okay, come on. But the second game, they use it in, like, Death 2, I think, uses it in a good way, because there is actually a very healthy amount of new tracks. They just find a way to kind of, like, weave in bits of the old. It's almost like it's trying to remind you that this is Death End, and it's still Death End. It's not, you know, this different magical game where, you know, you go to an orphanage and make lots of friends, and there's a girl who blatantly has a huge crush on you, and all that shit, you know, like, It's letting you just letting little things sleep in to like just let you be reminded that this is still Dirk.
After some investigation, we learned that her mother had passed as well. It was her mother's wish for Sanae to be sent to Wordsworth, or so it says on her dossier, which explains why Mai, too, had requested to be transferred here.
Poor girl. God has presented you with such fearsome challenges because he knew you were tenacious enough to overcome them.
Oh wow, Midra, this place seems really nice. I'm surprised there's no catches. Oh, no worries, my dear. There is no catch because God watches over. Oh, there's the catch. Like that would be how I would be if I was Mai. I'd be like, oh, there's the catch. You immediately brought religion into this.
There must be some mix-up with your documents. Sanae Toyama does not exist in our records. She never has.
What?
Calm yourself, Mai. It is unladylike to let yourself become flustered.
Midra, I hate to break it to you, but Mai murdered her father. I think we're past that point. It was out of self-defense, but still, I think mentally she's a little past that point.
No doubt your travels have been long. Go on to your room and rest. We will assess the situation with Sanae tomorrow.
Please, I assure you that I will assist her in reviewing our records once more.
Hello there! Ma'am, I'll be the one to carry your bags. Oh, salutations, Mai. Allow me to introduce myself as the head maid, here to help everyone in our dorm. My name is Head Maid Shizu Melonis. Nice to meet you.
Sure.
You know, you got the wrong priorities. It's great emergencies and ladylikeness. Yeah, no kidding. An upbeat servant appeared, interrupting our conversation to escort me to my room. I ascended the staircase to the second floor, which led me to a long hallway. My room was at the very end of the hall. Oh, and a fun story I can share with you about this game as well. I've talked about it a few times about my books, where before I did, like, Demon of Zelnheim, which has like, been my big, like, mega project I've been doing for, like, the past half decade, I did a trilogy of books called Mary and Vincent. And so I pre-ordered Enfield. Fair enough. I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed the beta I played of Enfield. I feel like it's not a stream game, though, because of the Factorio side of it. I don't think that'd be that interesting to watch. I don't know if I'll, like, buy it for myself when it comes out, but I enjoyed my time with the beta. But anyway, my third Mary and Vincent book, The Blood Maiden, did take inspiration from this game. And I remember when I was playing it, kind of almost like sitting here like a studying child going, oh, that's good. Fuck, why didn't I think of that? Because I wanted it to be, like, I wanted the third book to be set on a new character, and I wanted them to live a normal life at first, but I didn't want it to be like, you know how, like, a lot of books, they have, like, oh, they have a normal life, and the normal life lasts one chapter, and then the story happens. I wanted it to be, like, a whole third of the book. I wanted it to be, like, you significantly see this main character's way of life, how they function, what they do in town, like their routine, like the jobs they go to, like what they do in their spare time, what shops they visit. Like, I wanted it to be like a huge third of the whole book was that. But I was struggling to figure out how to approach it. For the longest time, the main character of that book, Robin, was this 22-year-old trying to keep on top of a full-time job and oh, fuck, I can't remember what I called her best friend off the top of my head. It's been years now. But her best friend would basically, like, come pester her in her house, like, every evening, like, when they were off work, things like that. Playing this game made me go, oh, no, what if I lower her age to, like, 17 and make her, like, someone who's, like, lived in an orphanage all her life? And her routine is basically helping out around the local neighborhood. And her best friend is just the girl she grew up with in that same orphanage. So, like, this game kind of, like, made a major warp on my third book, but in a way that really helped me get the ball rolling, because I was really struggling to get it going before I played this. And then as I played this, I was just like, oh no, wait, shit, I can actually do, like, X, Y, and Z. I can actually go this direction. And so I focused on that. Like, the whole third of the book, like, there was 11 kids, not including the main two characters. all of them had different aspects. One was very shy and come from an abusive background, so Robin was more cautious and like careful around them. One of them was a really like arrogant little kid, but it was an arrogant little kid that actually saw Robin as like a big sister. And so although Robin knew he was a little bit of a mischief maker, she also knew how to wrap him around her fucking thumb. You know, like she knew how to kind of get him on a leash in that sense. And so, like, there was a lot of little things like that, and it ended up kind of, like, forming that first major third of the book, where eventually, at the end of it, Robin realizes there's a lot more going on outside of the town, but because the town is basically a, like, I can't remember what the word is, but, like a walled-in, like, castle-bound town, like, you can't just leave. And if she tried to leave during the day, she would be spotted by, like, the guards at the wall, and they'd go, what the fuck's a kid trying to leave? Go back into town. You know, she would be stopped. It then leads to like a big operation of her trying to sneak out. But then her best friend realizes what's going on, despite Robin's efforts to try and leave her there, and ends up tagging along as well. And then there's a third kid who was always trying to one-up Robin and always trying to, you know, like show her up and everything, that also cottons on and eventually decides to tag on. And that becomes the main trio of most of the book is, you know, the two best friends and this third prick that Robin really doesn't like and will punch her at the nearest opportunity if given. But she can't really send him back, because if they send him back, he will likely just squeal in which direction they've gone, and it'll only be a matter of time before the guards find them. And then as they go on, they eventually bump into like the original two books' main characters, Mary and Vincent, and M and V's family, because between the second and third book they married. You know, and things like that, and it just kind of went from there. But I remember, like, once, like, I played this game, it was kind of crazy how quickly the first act of Mary and Vincent the Blood Maiden came around. When I was, like, from, like, a thick, like, really thick brick fucking wall of progress to suddenly it was done. And I was like, oh, okay, this game really helped. So that's, like, a bit of, like, a fun personal story. I've got a few personal stories we'll go through as the game goes on, but that's, like, a fun personal story of me, like, of what I got out of this game and why I value it so much. Also, my main antagonist, Ryan Andrews, is something mix of Ryan from Bioshock and visually akin to Sherman from Fairy Fencer F. Oh, Fez. Speaking of Andrew Ryan, where I've played Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm not gonna play them because I took one look at them and I was like, yeah, but I at least looked into the story and things like that to see if there's anything interesting that I should be aware of with like the genre of mascot horror. Don't worry, this relates. And the more I look into Bendy, the more I realize the devs for Bendy were hugely fucking inspired by BioShock. But without meaning to dog on the game or, like, insult it, especially because I haven't played it, so I don't know if, like, when you're actually in the mix of playing it, it's better handled. But everything I saw on it, it's like, okay, they're clearly very blatantly, like, super inspired by BioShock, but I don't think they quite got why BioShock's so good. When I look at the story, it's like everything seems like very flat inspirations, if that makes sense. Like, they took, like, oh, there's literally a character called, Mr. Ryan, and it's like, oh, gee, I wonder who that's a reference to. He owns the whole establishment and he runs the whole place. Gee, I wonder who that's a reference to. Let's look at his personality. Oh, he's an extremely one-note villain. Great. And it's like things like that. And so I've been trying to poke around it. The only one, like, I cannot stress enough, I do not get why people like it. Like, I always try and be open-minded, even if it's something I personally don't like. But the only one I genuinely do not get is Garten of Banban. Everything about those games looks like absolute fucking shovelware. They look atrocious. They look like baby's first game in terms of design. The monsters are literally just Gmod assets slapped together. Like, it looks dog shit. It's really cool. And it's just like, that's not the only one where I'm just like, yeah, I can see why it has like 9 games in the space of like a few months, it feels like. I can see why, because it's just asset reuse and slapping shit together and calling it a day. Is it a man beckons? I thought it was a man chooses, a slave obeys, was the quote. I'm tired. Mai says very quietly. Once again, I can't make the voices any louder. I dropped my things on the floor and, without changing out of my clothes, collapsed onto my bed. The window rattled from a forceful draft. The worst of winter was yet to come. At least I had a roof over my head, and a bed. It's raining the same, yeah, I know. I pulled my phone off my blanket and opened up my mail app. Oh, from pocket, not blanket. It's because I was thinking about my blanket, because it's like, yeah, it is kind of cold. I might get my blanket out later. Pockets and opened up my mail app. The last email I received from Sanaya came from over a year ago. Sister, Barbus is watching. Don't believe what you see. Sister, Barbus is coming. Oh, I remember, there's a... I won't go into it too much because I don't want to spoil it for people that are new. There's a twist surrounding Barbus where they literally change like 1 or 2 letters to reveal what it is. And I remember so many discussions of people that don't know, like a lot of like old literature and lore, especially in like European areas, not get like why they changed a couple letters. And I was like, brother, if you realize what the name changes to, like, they are spelling out what Barbus really is so bluntly to you. But it's one of those things where it ended up being a quirkier and cheekier twist, because it's referencing literature and lore that a lot of people might not even know. And an arc and the flat arc, criticisms from it is... I don't know if I'll ever livestream the Bioshock series on this channel. I feel like I love Bioshock 1, and I do enjoy 2 a lot. Infinite, I think that was the third one, the one in Sky. I never actually played that, but I've seen like a lot of footage on it, so I have a vague idea of it. But I also know that a lot of people are a bit more mixed on that one, so I'm not sure. There's no way she's not here. The social worker confirmed it herself. Her residency was also noted in this country's records. You won't? It has every cutscene blocks? Oh, then there you go. Supposedly, Sanaya enrolled at Wordsworth 1 year ago. Remember when they remastered Bioshock 1 and 2 and Infinite on PS or on Xbox One, and the physical box was like a full fucking box with like the 3 games in it? That was so sick. But they actually made the extra effort to make like a huge big box for it, and like you'd see it on the shelf, and it's like, man, that box case is way bigger than everything else on the shelf at your game store. I miss when games used to do that. Like if they did like a collection package, you'd get like a big box for it. Like I still have my Tomb Raider Anniversary PS2 box, which is 3 discs, and that box is huge. Because the first box was the game, the second box was all the behind the scenes content, all the interviews you could watch for the game, like a whole bunch of like extra footage and whatnot. It was super cool, and like a bunch of stuff not just about Anniversary, but like the past 10 years at the time of Tomb Raider. And then the third disc was the whole soundtrack.
It's been so long since I could cherish being alone.
I wanted to bask in this serenity as my fatigue started to catch up to me. I feel for Maya Little in this because it's like, if you imagine, like, she's gone from the extremely toxic and abusive life she had with her father to going from counseling sessions to being middle managed by a bunch of like social workers to everything else for like days and weeks and months on end, to then being set up here and having to play nice, you know, with the new headmistress in school she's in. Like, this is the first time she's probably had any space to herself, genuinely, in months. So I'm not surprised her first thing when she gets time to herself is just pass out. I sank into my bed and fell asleep. Time to introduce Vesco.
Who's this?
Who's voiced by Deneen Melody, who has quite a fucking list of people she's voiced since, and I'm so happy for her. She voices May in Pokemon Masters, the mobile game. She more recently is Sandrone in Genshin. Which is so funny, because every time, like, every now and then, Sandrone will talk, and there's, like, a little bit of Roddy I can hear in her voice, and I'm like, there it is, there's Deneen Melody. Deneen also, seen in Genshin, voices, like, half the kids in Leeway. And I'm not even kidding. Like, before she got the role of Sandrone, she voiced a bunch of side characters in Genshin, and, like, she voiced, like, half the kids in Leeway. Like, almost, like, all the kid girls, is Danine's voice. But I love Roddy. Sandrone also looks really similar to Rod. I'll go with that.
Oh, that's the girl Mama told me about. The new girl.
And once again, I'm going to bring it up because this game, it doesn't really dance around it, but they never explicitly in-game confirm that these two end up dating. So I'm going to make it clear now, there are many interviews that even though they do not kiss, it does not mean they're not dating. There are many interviews from the voice cast, to the director, to the game writers. Rotti and Mai are a couple at the end of this game. When Ryan Bartley and Deneen Melody were pulled into the studio, they were explicitly told that was the journey these characters would go on. They just don't show them kissing, because turn of the decade, Japan was still a little weird about it, unfortunately. It's just, actually, I say that, they're still a little weird about it. It's the reason why in Code Z, they try and imply that they have a sibling-like relationship instead, and I haven't seen a single person take that seriously. It's like, fuck off. That's a, like, regulator from people above kind of bullshit. It's something that's kind of bugged me, because I still see people try and argue it to this day, when it's like, so there are many interviews online explicitly confirming that no, the point of like their journey is that it is a pseudo love story between the two, heavily pushed by Roddy, but still, because it's a part of Mai's journey of basically taking down the layers of her walls, because she is extremely walled in mentally, and she doesn't let anyone in, and the only person who starts to break through it is Liliana on a very surface level, but Rotti on a very personal level. I mean, Green Music is awkward. No, it's not. I'm just kind of letting it be known sort of thing, because I always hear someone say it.
She's a cutie.
Literally, first real line of Roddy seeing it, and like, seeing Mai, and Roddy's already like, cute girl who was sharing a room. Like, Roddy, you're worse than a man.
She's knocked out. I'd feel bad waking her. I'll let her sleep.
Few things are worse than the feeling of someone staring at you. I like how, like, Roddy's like, oh, Mai's fast asleep, I won't bother her. Meanwhile, Mai, someone's fucking watching me. The chilly sensation came over me the moment I stepped into inside Wordsworth. It seeped into my skin. I hadn't noticed anyone staring, just an intuition. Also, if it wasn't obvious, I'm going to be taking my sweet-ass time through this game because I love this game. I don't want to rush through it. I don't want to be, like, done in, like, a week. So I will be, like, stopping and yapping a lot because I said I love this game and I want to, like, make the most of this journey again. After I awoke, the feeling had left me. Check it yourself. A girl that looks at you the way Roddy stares at Maya? Yeah, no kidding.
Where am I?
The all-girls dormitory, Wordsworth. It's like the narrator told her where she is. Where am I? The subtitles randomly. The dorm. I was led to my room before falling fast asleep. It had been several days since I had any rest. I peered outside the window, and the fog still peered back at me. This time, though, the sun eked through the clouds over town. I scratched my butt. I had no intentions of carrying on this facade of being a lady, much to the chagrin of the Wordsworth.
Whatever.
When I glanced down at the side table, I found a note waiting for me. It seemed someone visited while I slept. Good morning, beloved roomie. You were dead asleep, and I didn't want to wake you. Breakfast starts at 9 in the cafeteria, so I'll see you there. L. Strain, divine blessings.
I have a roommate?
It's only 8 a.m. Still early.
I'm going to search for hints about Sanae's whereabouts. Guess I could explore the dorm until breakfast.
At this time of day, you can talk to students in the Wordsworth Women's Dormitory. Choose the location in the map and interact with the dormitory students. The interactions you have may affect the outcome of the story. I will be doing every single interaction in the game I can. There's a few that are exclusive to New Game Plus, but I'll be doing all of them that I can. The most significant thing that triggers them, however, is doing side quests. So I'll be doing every side quest as we get them. With only, like, 2 exceptions, every single side quest you get can be done the very next night you go to explore the town. And there's one that's, like, super fucking cheeky that we'll get to later. There's one that's super fucking cheeky. Also, I'm going to save. Oh, Jesus, I have 4 save files. Yeah, right, from each playthrough. All of them say 2020. Oh, God. Has it really been that long? All of them, one says September 9th, 2020. One says 13th of September, 2020. One says 15th of September, 2020. And then one says 25th of November, so it must have been the Let's Play playthrough. 2020. What's funny is all but the last save file, I made the save at 3 PM. It's funny how consistent I am with these things. Anyway, new save file.
Hey! You're the new girl.
You're new, right? Is what she actually said.
Wait! Stay right there!
Stop right there. As I walked down the hall, a group of girls surrounded me. Standing in the center was a smaller girl, whom I presumed to be the de facto leader, glaring at me with crossed arms. Beside her stood a sneering, lanky girl, and on the other side of her was a girl who looked more plain than anything.
Look at the new girl, everyone. I'm Vina Miles. Hopefully my surname rings a bell for you. You can call me your senior.
The small girl in the center raised her crossed arms, leering at me intensely.
Meet Molly and Pick, 2 girls who've surrendered to my charisma, who now go out of their way to do my bidding.
Sounds stupid.
What? You say something?
I might. Say, do any of you know a girl named Sanae?
I'm the one asking questions here. I don't know.
Never heard of her.
Idiots! Don't answer her! Whatever. Hey, new girl. I've got some trash that needs dumping. Why don't you do it for me?
The short girl motioned for her minions to grab a trash can, which wasn't too much shorter than she was.
That's not my job.
Oh, is that sass I detect? Someone wants to take a dip.
All of a sudden, the girls grabbed a hold of me and yanked me down to the end of the hallway.
How's your bladder doing?
Come on, get in!
Lock her in the stall, from the outside.
It was a bathroom on our floor. There I was, stuck inside of a stall with a trio of imbeciles outside.
How's that for ya? Go ahead and piss if you want. I'm all ears.
What, you got... Vina, the fuck's wrong with you?
Doing all of this.
Huh? 'Cause it's fun. Duh.
What a brat! Why isn't she crying?
Make her cry. Ladies, how about we dump the bucket on her? Whoa, that's cruel.
Vina, you're a freak.
Here's some dirty mop water. Hope you're thirsty, Mai. Are you gonna beg for mercy? Okay, time's up.
I saw a bucket peek over the top of the stall, and a waterfall of grey sludge came pouring over me.
You're real stubborn. Speak up. Did that break you? Hope you know now who the law is around here.
Wow! All this effort and not a peep from her.
Vina swung the stall door open, looking furious as she stomped towards me. You fucking spat on her? Bloody hell, Vina.
Hey! Better not underestimate me again. I may look sweet, but I'm very sour.
I got cancelled. Oh, no worries, dude.
Look at you. So pathetic you couldn't hurt
Oh,
a
Vina,
fly.
if only you knew. If only you knew this woman murdered her father. If only you knew. You couldn't hurt a fly. Do you want to find out?
Seriously.
But no worries, dude. You take care of yourself.
You know, I even killed a pigeon that our class kept as a pet. Ooh! There were blood and guts everywhere. Everyone cried like a bunch of babies. Listen up, Mai. Get me mad enough and I could do the same to a person. I'm not like you.
Is that so?
Scaredy cat? She's a scaredy cat.
Think you could kill me? Do you really?
What's your problem? Don't get any closer.
Could you kill me?
What is your problem?
Take my advice. Your bite. Better live up to your bark. Otherwise, you'll look like a moron.
You're not getting away with this! You two! Let's take her outside and pin her to the ground. Maybe we'll have to cut off those pretty locks of hers.
Vina pulled out a pair of sharp scissors from her pockets, opening and closing them in a maniacal fashion.
Hey! Look at the crybaby! Do it! Do it! Cut her ears while you're at it!
It's almost breakfast time. Do you think the teachers might catch us?
Who cares? This rut pisses me off.
The two cronies grabbed me by the arms and dragged me outside, pinning me
Time
down.
to chop off that beautiful head of hair. I won't stop even if you beg.
Stop!
I have sentenced you to execution. There's no turning back now.
I said stop!
Oh, now she can scream!
Yeah, she's not screaming in fear, she's screaming in anger. She's gonna fucking kill you guys.
Serves her right. Okay, everyone. Say bye-bye to Mai's hair.
She's kind of crazy.
I like how Pic's the only one here that's like, hey, guys.
There it is. That's what I've been waiting for. Yeah!
Hey! Vina, you're at it again! You better stop or I'll tell my mother. It's Roddy. Crap!
Let's get out of here.
Pic is the only one with brain cells. Yeah, no kidding. My legs shook as I tried getting back on my feet. In front of me stood a young woman with beige hair, curling her lips with worry.
Are you okay? Here, take my handkerchief. They always bully the new girl. They're jerks.
I don't know. I don't think a handkerchief's going to be enough to clean up the fact that like a whole like bucket of like cleaning water was dumped all over whatever.
Oh, a handkerchief won't be enough.
Okay.
Let me walk you to the showers. Come with me. Name's Rotten. Rotten Dollheart. You can call me Roddy, though. Let's be friends. Oh?
Thank you, I guess. But I'm fine alone.
What? She's not just cute, strong too.
Roddy. I washed off in the showers, changing into clean clothes, and headed for the cafeteria. It was 9 a.m. Time for breakfast. A few dozen girls sat eagerly in the cafeteria. There were 3 long dining tables lined together in the room's center with chairs on either side. Least considered lesbian in history, yeah, no kidding. Tall candlesticks accented with the wooden tables between platters of delicious food.
Here at Wordsworth, the headmistress, the faculty, and the students all eat together.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, Erica Harlatcher. I recognize that voice anywhere. Hey, Venti. How you doing?
You must be the new girl. I'm Abigail Williams. I'm the resident advisor around here.
Who was also Claire in Dirk 1, which is funny. It's like, oh yeah, they just got her around for more, huh?
I suppose in a regular school, my role would be something akin to a class president. If you ever need anything, I'd be happy to advise.
Nice to meet you.
She was kind, and seemed to remember my name. Decent qualities for an RA. Whole room dedicated to laundry because we just have a closet.
You look right as rain, Mai. Your soap smells lovely.
It was the girl who saved me earlier. Rotty, I think she called herself. She flashed a wide smile and sat beside me.
Mind if I sit here?
Why ask when you've already sat?
The volume difference. Rotty's like, do you mind if I sit here? Meanwhile, Mai's like in another room. Why ask?
I'll take that as a yes.
Her unbridled positivity was bizarre. I don't deal with people like her. How down bad Rod is. Oh, yeah, she super is. I love her.
Lord, we are thankful from the bottom of our hearts for this bountiful feast. Elstrain, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Elstrain.
It was a total of 19 girls, though they seemed to vary in age. Abigail, the RA, had a calm demeanor. I figured her to be a couple years older than me. My little sister, Sanae, was she really not here? Where else could she be? Mix between March 7th and Roddy. Fairs.
Elstrain. Lord, I thank you.
What's up with Elstrain?
Why not just say amen?
It's a religion followed by everyone in town. With his undying love, we are guided and protected from evil.
I see.
Such a god really existed, then I doubt any of these girls would have needed to come here. Also, as Mai comes more out of her shell, her voice does get louder and eventually starts being around the same level as everyone else. You don't have to, like, listen in like some grandparent trying to figure out what she's saying, like, all game long, I promise. Though it might have been cynical for me to say, I felt no desire to subscribe to such a faith.
You didn't eat dinner last night. You must be starving. Want my egg?
No. I have a small appetite.
Oh, that's no good. Sure, you got curves, but I saw your ribs under your shirt earlier. A girl's gotta eat. Your butt's not too big either. You don't have to change
Roddy!
your diet, but make sure to eat, okay?
You go, so you got such an hourglass bud, but you gotta, like, actually eat something. Fuck. How do you know?
You watched me earlier?
Oh, I didn't watch you shower.
She didn't say, did you watch me shower? She said, did you watch me? Roddy.
You know...
Try to make confidence. Roddy, you genuinely concerned me. Yeah, no kidding. Well, in the PC version, when they patched it, they did up the volume of Mai when she's quieter in the earlier chapters a little bit, because she does get outpowered by the music a lot. So they do adjust it slightly, but yeah, the idea is that, like, as the game goes on, her volume will start to, like, creep up and eventually match everyone else's. But where she's still very closed in right now, she's super quiet.
Seems like you two have met. We're meeting to do community service in town after this. Eat up, or you'll be sorry.
In town? Oh.
Sounds to me like you're going to sweep up around the church. You'd better work hard so you don't tarnish Wordsworth's name.
I recognize your voice as well. Like, I've played so many games since Dirk 2. I'm like, hang on a minute, I recognize your voice too. What? I can't, oh. Where have I heard your fucking voice? A haughty young woman joined our conversation, stood next to Abigail.
Sarah, no need to be so stern with her before you've even met.
Abigail, you go too easy on them. You're setting her up for failure, which is just going to hurt her in the long run.
I don't think it is, but this vaguely sounds like Herta. Like Herta's VA. I don't know if it is or not, but it kind of vaguely sounds like her.
Very well. This is Sarah Putnam.
Anyways, ciao. No worries, dude. You take care.
Friends. She's not afraid to speak her mind, but she's kind, I promise. Hopefully you two can become friends.
It's called open communication.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, by the way, there are some strict rules here at the dorm. No one's allowed out past the midnight curfew. The rest, you'll learn.
Damn that new girl. Why is everyone fawning over her?
So annoying.
So if she's all buddy-buddy with the RA, do you think that'll be a problem?
Who cares? No one can stand in my way. Once we get into town, I'll find a nice ditch to push her into. That'll teach her.
Good one. Great idea. Maybe she'll even break a bone.
Okay, everyone. Please join me in putting our hands together. Many thanks for this meal.
Many thanks for this meal.
Gather round. It is time to commence community service. Wordsworth only exists thanks to the kindness and donations of our townspeople. So please show your gratitude by working hard for our community. Pair up with your roommates, everyone.
Roommate? Come to think of it, I've yet to meet mine. Who could it be?
Someone approached me, her mouth agape from heavy breathing.
Wait, don't tell me.
Greetings, roommate!
She straightened her back and gave a firm salute.
You're kidding.
I kind of wish they animated it. I'd love to see Roddy do the actual, like, the full, like, salute. I let out a big sigh. I surprised myself, as if I hadn't been disappointed enough.
Okay then, let's head out. Here, take these instructions. Oh, we're assigned to the church area.
Don't we have to take our plates away?
The maids handle that, so leave it for them.
Well, time for us to go visit the church.
Vina, you girls will be picking up trash near the forest.
What?
Suddenly, Sheena. Women's dorm gate, let's go. My first lesson at Wordsworth became a field trip to partake in community service. Les Chiora is situated in a valley built around an old coal mine. It's small, humble, but has a lake and a forest on the periphery. Some might find it quaint, or even peaceful, but if you ask, it's a pathetic town. They don't even have reception. From the moment I arrived, my phone couldn't connect to any signal. It was a rural town, left behind by technology. I heaved a sigh and gazed upward at the sky. My, your hair is so beautiful, so black. I'm envious. I take after my mother. It's my only pride. I looked into my reflection on my phone, and I glowed with a faint satisfaction. What's that square thing you keep looking at? Huh? This is a smartphone. Have you never seen one? Smartphone? Never in my life. It's shiny and pretty. The thought was nauseating. What's with the arm? Huh? Before I knew it, Rottie had looped her arm around mine. I quickly withdrew mine. Whoa! Seems like you've got a thick skull, so let me be frank with you. I have no intention of making friends here. Oh, you dropped something. Here you go. A USB stick dropped from out of my pocket, but Roddy picked it up for me. Thanks. What is that? You never give up, do you? None of your business. Oh. She wore her sadness on her face and was on the verge of tears. For some reason, I felt guilty. I was being harsh. Don't cry. This is a personal item. I always keep it on me, like a good luck charm. I see. You should take good care of it. In an instant, Roddy was all smiles, heart on the sleeves at all times. It occurred to me that the two of us were polar opposites. As the thought struck me, a bell rang. Oh, that's the church bell. Must mean the bishop's back. Hey, Rottie, doing the rounds today? Oh, yes. Good day, everyone. Oh, bright as usual. Oh, the fine ladies of Wordsworth are the heart and soul of the town. Hope you all carry your sunny natures with you as you age. One can hope. See, all the townsfolk are so kind. I don't get it. They're all men. As the words escaped my mouth, I noticed my heart begin to race. It was rising at a steady rate. Maybe I realized because of that man, I was growing terrified of men. What's the matter? You alright? You're pale. Nothing. Let's hurry up and head to the church. I stood in awe in front of the church, blown away by the sheer size of it. Judging by the window placement, it was a 3-story building with intricate walls, pillars, and an enormous stained glass window.
It's amazing.
Truly, the town is built around the teachings of this church. It brings people together. There's a lot of love here.
I see. I'm not a religious person. Can't say it does anything for me.
I suggest you have a listen to one of the bishop's sermons sometime. Elstrain is not a faith of judgment. It lifts people up in their darkest hour. I can't recommend it enough.
That's so. I'll give it some thought. Hey, what's with the shed?
Huh?
Besides the church was a tiny shed with walls that were hardened from old paint. There seemed to be no way in or out. Yeah, don't worry about it. That shed will become relevant like 9 chapters from now.
Oh, is that what you were looking at? It's been there a while, but it's got no doors or windows. Kinda strange. Some girls at Wordsworth call it the Forbidden Shed. There are all sorts of scary rumors going around.
Enough. I don't buy into urban legends or stories about the occult.
Ooh, are you scared? Did I just find your weakness? What you gonna do if there's a ghost inside the shed?
Shut up. I know none are in there. I'm not afraid, just annoyed.
Only kidding. Truthfully, I think it's just an old warehouse no one uses anymore.
As Rossi continued wasting time with chit-chat, the huge church doors swung open. Someone in church attire came out.
My. I was wondering where all that commotion came from. Greetings, Rotten.
Oh, Bishop! Hello!
The bishop's headpiece obscured her face. But not her voice. I could tell it belonged to a woman.
Oh, you must be Mai. I've gotten word that, as of yesterday, you are Wordsworth's newest resident.
Yes, that's right.
Hello, I'm the bishop. I serve as head of the church. I heard you had something of a rough time.
The bishop, standing much taller than me, stooped down to meet me at eye level.
I'm just relieved that you are alive.
Then she took me into a tight embrace and began to sob.
From now on, your life is here. That is enough. Survive. Sometimes all we have is a sliver of hope, but it is enough to carry us to the happiness we deserve. Let your spirit guide you to the future. I am grateful for your dignity and for God's grace.
The tears kept flowing, which were periodically wiped with a cloth covering her face.
Is this typical? Do bishops normally cry openly like this?
Oh, dear me. Forgive me. Our trials and tribulations are all granted by Elstrain. I admire your perseverance. Making yourself at home here can be challenging. Should you ever find yourself in trouble, my door is open.
What? Why are you crying?
I'm glad I met you too, Mai! Thanks for being alive!
Man, you are a handful. Bishop, is there anything we could help you with?
Well, might I be able to ask you to assist me in acquiring a new holy neckcloth? Headmistress Major's fabric is intricately woven. Sewing, the coloring. I love it.
Okay. I'll let my mother know. We'll keep tidying up the church and head back.
Okay. Thank you again.
Isn't she wonderful? She's so kind. She's like my second mom.
Yeah, well, she seemed warm, and she wasn't a man. It's neat to see a woman with a position of power in the church. Seems uncommon.
In Elstrain, your gender and your marital status don't disqualify you from working in a holy order. But in the past, the clergy was only comprised of men. And they're still the majority.
I see. Is that why she doesn't show her face?
Yep. There are still some people who judge a woman for serving as bishop.
How dumb. The Bishop shouldn't let critics bother her. She should be proud to show her face.
Oh, have you warmed up to her? How sweet!
I don't need you to weigh in. It's insulting.
I'm just excited. Wouldn't you be if your friend warmed up to someone you like?
Okay. Let's head back.
It's always something. After completing my first class at Wordsworth, I found myself gathered alongside several other students inside the cafeteria. Bless us this day, our daily bread. Everyone did so well with community service today. Rest well tonight and prepare for tomorrow's studies. Elstrain, Lord, many thanks for this meal. Elstrain, because of our new student, Mai, allow me to remind you all of our rules. No one is permitted to exit their rooms after midnight. A lady must follow regulations. Does everyone understand? Okay, ladies, class dismissed. We can't leave our rooms. Lights out. There are ghosts. What? Welcome, newcomer. I'm Victoria at Wordsworth. There are faceless ghosts who lurks the hallway every night. They say it's the ghost of a girl who was bullied. She leapt down from the top of the staircase and died. Others think it's the ghost of an old maid. They call it the ghost of Leshiora. I know girls who've witnessed it in person. Crazy stuff. Supposedly, if it catches you, you're good as dead. Oh, by the way, I'm Makoto. All that to say, I've never seen it myself, yup. Oh. Hey, stop it. Mai doesn't like ghosts. Woody outstretched her arms, as if she were protecting me from the two girls who were eager to volunteer their ghost stories. Mai, I bet you've had an exhausting day. Be sure to be kind to your roommate, Rotty. It was a resident advisor, Abigail, just as she did earlier that morning. She was watching out for me. This girl is a pain. What? I felt some guilt admitting it, considering that she was only standing up for me, but it was true. There was no good to be had in associating with me. None. I need to give her the cold shoulder. Let's go, Abby. Time for a shower. Sure, Sarah. Well, good night. You two make quite a good pair. Abigail and Sarah walked off, along with Victoria and Makoto. My head dropped as I ruminated on Abigail's passing comment. Rotty, on the contrary, was beaming. Mai, let's take a shower. No thanks, I'm going to bed. Huh? But I have to shower every night or I can't fall asleep. Can't be yucky. And take a shower. I'm heading to bed. Night. She walked off. Girl should know better. I'll drag her into the shower tomorrow morning. I showered this morning. I don't need another. If I bathe morning and night, I'll get pruny. Want me to give you another one-way ticket to the shower room? The trio of miscreants from the morning rid their ugly faces once more. Hey, loser, you're scared, aren't you? All you had to do was take out the trash this morning. Hear me? How was garbage duty in the forest for you? It was tough. Venus sneered, spinning around the slap pick in the face. Pick, you idiot! Don't answer her! Ouch, sorry. Why do you hang out with her? Huh? Oh. Hey, guess you gotta really feel pain or else you're never gonna get it, huh, new girl? Venus slipped a fruit knife out of her pocket. I'll kill you. You want that, new girl? You got a death wish? Do it, gouge her eyes out. Don't. What was that? You gonna cry if you want me to stop? Unless you're really going to kill me, then stop. I don't want to hurt you. I had no reaction, unfazed by her knife. I walked right up to Vina. Huh? What's your problem? Why aren't you scared? This is a knife. Doesn't dying terrify you? I fear killing more than I fear dying. What? Hey, you troublemaker showed up again! Woody suddenly appeared with a towel wrapped around her damp hair. I blocked Vina's knife with my hand to prevent Rossi from seeing it. Go. Vina shoved the knife back into her pocket, glaring at me all the while. You think you're so cool? You just made the Devil Society's hit list. That's us three. Let's split. The Devil Society, or whatever they called themselves, stormed down the hallway. Okay. You okay, Mike? Was Vina holding a... She didn't do anything. Finished your shower pretty quick, huh? Oh, yeah, I was a little worried. So I just rinsed off. Glad I rushed out, though. How in the world does she do it? Even back at the cafeteria, she came running out to help me. There was something sincere to her eyes, as if she truly possessed no ulterior motive. Jeez. Dry your hair. Let's head to our room. Okay. Time for bed. Could you dry my hair when we get back? Sure. You will? I'm pissed. Who does that girl think she is, Mai Toyama? I wonder how she'll retaliate if I pick on her again tomorrow. It's quiet, which is weird since the halls are normally noisy during the day. It's almost midnight. Guess I shouldn't let the curfew bother me. But I need to use the ladies' room. I can't help it. Oh, I have to hurry or I won't make it. Crap, this really is midnight. I've got to make sure a teacher doesn't catch me. But Vina noticed something in the darkness of a silent, empty hallway. Stood a tall, shadowy apparition. What is that? The shadow had a face, but no expression. It was enough for Vina to know that it was staring back at her. Fastened to the wall was a wooden plate. It was supposed to symbolize Elstrain's divine protection, but it only rotated. Then it flipped upside down. The dark shadow glided across the ground, charging towards Vina at great haste. Sis? Sanae! I awoke from a nightmare where I'd been ripped apart from my little sister. I scratched my eyes and put my feet to the floor. Where are you, Sanae? I asked every maid at Wordsworth for a clue, but they were the same answer. I don't know. But where did that leave me? What do I make of my memories from a year ago? What is she doing now? Is she scared? Shivering? Does she call out for me? The more I obsessed about it, the more anxious I became. I began to shake. Calm down. Calm down. My eyes shifted over to my smartphone, which sat next to my bed, and I reread Sanae's email. 1 year ago, my last message from her. Sister, Barbas is watching. Don't believe all that you see. Sister, Barbas is coming. Sanae. I sighed and took a look around my room. It was still dark out. I glanced at the clock, just past midnight. Still late. I went to bed too early. In the bed next to mine laid Rottie, who kicked off her blanket in her slumber. She's such a slob. I stood up from my bed to place Rottie's blanket back over her. I'm not your babysitter. This arrangement is trouble. I had no clue what Rottie dreamt about, but she did so with a blushed grin. I clicked my tongue and looked outside my window. What is that? Ah! As I stared out of my room on the second floor, I noticed a young girl screaming as she fled down the alleyway. Running right behind her was a terrifying silhouette. A giant shadow sliding over the ground in pursuit. That's Vina. What is she doing? What is that behind her? Whatever it was that chased her made my hair stand. I hurried over to Rottie to slap her awake. She didn't budge. I can't, Mai. Rottie! Rottie slept so peacefully that I felt some guilt from trying to wake her, so I decided to investigate on my own. No one is permitted to exit their rooms after midnight. A lady must follow regulations, so everyone understand. But at that point, I knew I would be breaking curfew, but I couldn't let things sit. Besides, there's something suspicious about this place. If there's a secret, and I'll uncover it. Maybe it will lead me to wherever Sanae is. I went into my bag and pulled out my hatchet, which I secretly brought with me from home. I looked left and right, confirming that no one else was awake. It seemed like all the girls and maids were asleep. It's a faceless ghost who lurks in the hallway every night. They call it the Phantom of Leshiora. Wait, if that shadow thing is a ghost, I can't. I trembled, turning back and forth to look at my room, but I couldn't shake the sight of Vina. What if the shadow was a kidnapper or a burglar? With my hatchet light tightly, I tiptoed down the stairs towards the entrance in search of Vina. On the PC version, there's a sound effect for that clock spinning around and all the hands hitting. That was something that was in, like, the very first patch. That's what I mean, where sometimes there's sounds and music in the load screens that just isn't present and you play 1.0. It's a shame, really. I wish they patched the console version.
This fog is insane. Much thicker than it is during the day. Huh? Where's Vina? Where could she have gone? Was that her screaming? Man, what is going on here?
At this time of day, you can explore Leshiora. Treasure can sometimes be found in town, but monsters lurk around there as well. Defeat the monsters, explore the town, move through the story. Oh, right, because if you beat the game at least once, you can access the pain area. Just like with the first game, I might give it, like, a brief, like, check, but I am not doing the whole pain area. That's what... I did it all in the Let's Play, I'm not doing it again. Oh, we can also do the Our Oni minigame, which is also a New Game Plus thing, which is, yeah, literally Our Oni. Whole new world where the sun's down. Ugh, gives me the creeps. We're going to be doing it this hour. Oh, yeah. The episode chart covers everything. So you can see on like a day-to-day basis everything that it goes through. And you can also see where I've got every death end. So I will, like, you know, near the end of chapter 2, there's a death end. Chapter 3, there's one there. You know, like, there's a bunch of death ends. I'm not... Like, the rewards you get for, like, similar to the first game, the rewards you get for doing this, I am not going to cover. I'm not going to pick up, I should say. Until we actually do them. Also, because I have, like, the deluxe special edition, you start with, like, more money than you will ever need for anything fucking ever. But I will still be fair. So I'm not going to spend any more than the 5,000 I actually would start with. Because that was, I think, the pre-order bonus was the 5,000. Whilst, like, the 60 mil was part of the deluxe. So, like, the 5,000 I will treat as legit, because that's something that, you know, is easy enough. Also, the 30 items you start with everything, and all the super weapons, I'm not going to use any of these. I'm also not going to equip the Leshiora hairpin, because it's cheating. I do appreciate the reference that you can equip, like, you know, a certain sword, the chainsaw and whatnot, but everyone has an ultimate weapon, like in this case the Lucid Lance, that you get as just as a free DLC item. I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch any of the DLC stuff. So you can get this as well. You can also get an alternate color of the costume that's more in line with the traditional uniform, but I will keep what we've got. Also, that's a glitch form if you're curious. Just setting up a basic attack. Enough fiddling. These are save points. You can also set up a camp here to rest and talk to people. Short missions, chats, and the like. Let's get in the Warpstone. You can end the camp, return to town. The content depends depending on the day, so make sure to check often.
How rare for a customer in a place like this. How rare for a...
How rare for a customer in a place like this.
Will this... Thank you very much. Will this... Thank you very much.
Oh, agility boost.
Will this be... Thank you very much. How rare for a... Please,
how rare? Like, how rare?
I'll use this.
This also means I'm never going to press the optimize button in this game.
I'll use this. How is it?
Because it will just give me the OP, like, super stuff. And I don't think you can sell it either, unfortunately.
Let's head out.
Oh, the phone ringing nearby. This is how you access the out-only minigame. What was that thing? Yeah, both of these are... Honestly, I think the pain area still is New Game Plus. But the out-only thing, you just have to beat the game once and you can access it. I'll very quickly show it off. It's a fun little mini-game. You can actually beat it, you just got to get to the end of the location. The way it works is that a bunch of out-only are going to spawn as you run, and I can't remember the exact route, but there's like a specific route you have to take that allows you to get through it all. But they do eventually despawn if you give them enough space. And if you manage to, if you get in there, the more often you hide in it, the more of a chance you'll get jump scared. Jesus, we're probably gonna get got. Oh no, we weren't. You fuck! Where'd that little guy come from? We were right there. You literally go that way and turn right and you're done. But yeah, this is the whole mini game. You just gotta figure out your way through town and get to the end, and basically get out of this play space. If you get out of the play space, you win and you get a reward.
No!
Oh, and there's the jump scare. Also, I think I took the wrong turn because I got stuck on an edge there. One last try, and then I'll leave. I don't remember the reward being really worth it, to be honest, so I'm not that fussed. Oh, I got stuck in a corner. Yeah, I'm fine. I can't remember the exact route because it's been years, but there is a like exact route you can use to just clear it real quick. Oh, there's no sprint button. If you just hold forward enough, eventually Mai will start running on her own. I'm trying to... I'm sure there's... Maybe we don't have access to it yet. So I'm sure there's a map button. But we can't access it yet.
I'll take this.
Oh, there it is. It's options. So you can kind of see it's like there's a skill thing there. The plot's there. And obviously the map will add more and more as you advance through the town. Also, this game does do the whole, like, the same thing with Dirk 1, where if you sprint for a while, the character will start breathing heavily, but it's nowhere near as pronounced as it was in the first game. In the first game, it was, like, awkward as shit. You'd run around and all you do is, it's like, come on.
What's going on here?
Okay, can't unlock that yet. That's a computer? I wonder what this is. Oh, it's square.
I'll examine this.
This is nuts. Yeah, and with this, you can see cameras that will reveal if there's hidden walls. I can't see where to go. The camera may come in handy. Approach the PC in dungeon, press square. To hack into and control security cameras in the dungeons. The security camera will be able to locate false walls, reveal hidden treasure chests, and discover hidden hints. Use it as often as you can. Yeah, like in one part later on, there's like writing on the wall that you can only see through the camera and shit like that. Also, and just like any game ever, go the wrong way first if you can. It will usually lead you to loot. Like a healing item. I will lose track of what healing items are DLC and what ones are the ones I've picked up and brought real quick, so I will just use them when I feel the need to. The money's easy to keep a track on, because as long as the first number we see is still a 6, I've not overspent. That's the easiest way to remember it. Osiris Bomb, which is a resurrection. Okay.
I'll examine this. Whew.
I hear something. It's coming from close by. Oh, dorm area key 1, which I think unlocks this, so you can go back round. Yes.
I'll take this.
And a panacea to get rid of status conditions. Huh? I couldn't believe it. It was crying. It was an animal. Yet there was something human about it. It emerged from the dark corner, buzzing around as it followed me. It let out a shrill cry, unlike anything I'd ever seen or heard before.
What? Huh? What is it? Ah!
First fight, yes, alone.
Don't let your guard down.
Left stick to move.
My turn.
Okay, it's like, wow. I forgot about this camera. Yeah, the triax system allows you to perform 3 moves in one turn. The character will then be able to unleash a chained attack. Various actions possible. You can attack while guarding or using recovery items. For attributes, the mutant attribute attack will affect against sun. The sun beats star, the star beats moon.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Fly.
And you saw there, their health bar's emptied, and it filled up a red bar. That's how many layers of, like, the overkill you've got. And also, the knockback is way more aggressive in this game than it was in Dirt 1. A knockback occurs when you blast away enemies after your attacks. You can bounce monsters using a knockback buffer on monsters. Attack 3 times new skills with knockback to initiate it. When you defeat an enemy monster, great damage from the monster's HP, you attain bonus experience. More damage will earn you more.
We won pretty easily.
It's an overkill bonus, and he doubled our experience.
I've gotten stronger.
Ah! What is that thing? The shadowy creature leapt suddenly, startling me, so I swung at it with my hatchet as hard as I could. The hatchet made contact with its shadowy flesh, and the creature shrieked so loudly I thought my eardrums would shatter. Ugh. A rotten fume filled my nose. Overwhelmed by the scent, I felt ready to vomit. There it stood, a monster distilled from darkness, hidden by the tall shadows of Leshiora's dilapidated buildings. What is it? What the hell am I looking at? The shadow crept slowly towards me. Plus, there was a tiny green creature that had been following me. What is that thing? Why are those popping out of it? Eyes? Ears? Gross. Terror gripped me the longer I stared at the shadowy creature, so I sprinted back home.
Ow! Why is this happening to me? Help! Somebody! Help! Ah! It hurts! It hurts! Ah! Ouch! I can't go on!
Vina wrapped her shaky hand around the pillar for leverage, trying to distract herself from the agony of her exposed wounds.
Mercy. Mama.
The thick clouds broke up the moonlight overhead into puzzle-like fragments. One faint beam illuminated the alleyway into which Vina fled, but the dark shadow had targeted its prey. At the tips of its slithering arms were fingers with sharp, jet-black claws. Vina darted in the opposite direction, hiding from the monster behind a wide bit of trash bin. But nowhere was safe from the shadow. Its breath tickled her ears, sending a cold shiver down her panicked body. I returned to my room from that horrific experience and hopped into bed. I threw my covers over my head and shut my eyes. Hours passed. I felt each grain fall in the glass until morning, as birds chirped outside my window. In the end, I hadn't slept. Morning, Mai! Rotty, looking well rested and spry, came into my room to make me. Huh? What's the matter? You got bags under your eyes? Couldn't sleep. Why not? I contemplated telling her about last night, about the monster chasing after Vina. My mind felt so foggy. I began to doubt if it was real. I had no confidence if it was true or just a dream. Most of all, I couldn't stop thinking about Sanae. I called it guilt for breaking curfew and sneaking out of the room, but I decided to lie to Rotty. Sanae, isn't it? My mom and the head maid said they didn't know her, If only we could see the class roster. Where is it? Whoa, scared me. I hear it's archived somewhere in town. But since those were confidential records, we can't just waltz in. I mean, I don't even know where they're kept. It was worth looking into. I know, Rotty. How's Vina? As soon as she heard her name, Rotty turned forlorn. You heard about Vina? Huh? I wanted to deliver to you news when she woke up, but she went missing last night. Apparently her roommate, Pick, noticed that she slipped out sometime last night. The front entrance was unlocked too, so someone must have opened it in the middle of the night. Had to be her. That all but confirmed I hadn't dreamt last night. I lowered my head as I slouched. Maybe I had abandoned her in the middle of when she was being chased. Are you okay, Mai? Want me to let you rest if you're feeling ill? I'll tell the others. No, I'll get up. Mai, Rotty, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey. We were approached by a girl who had a calm tone in her voice. We stopped. Her smile was full of peace. She offered her right hand to me. Hello, I'm Betty Paris. Nice to meet you. You might know this, but my name is Mai Toyama. I took her hand, but Betty's smile seemed to grow slightly, and she nodded. So I'm adjusting my seating as we go. Yeah, I've heard about you. How are you? Have you gotten used to living in this place yet? Sorta. Good, I'm glad. I bet having Rotty by your side has been very helpful too. Rotty seemed happy to be acknowledged for that reason. She smiled. Yeah, Mai has me. She'll be okay. She always will be. Forever. Rotty, you know, I can't have you just follow me around forever. That would be annoying. Mai won't accept my love. You two really are close, huh? Well, if there's anything you need help with, ever, you just call on me, okay? I'm the oldest one here, after all. Ah, I see, thank you. That goes for you too, Rotty. If you're ever in a bind, you can always reach out to me. Of course, thank you for offering that. Ah, it's not just with me, is it? She seems like she's like this with everyone. I was about to be annoyed that she'd approached me just because I'm the new person here, but I think it's just part of her personality. Betty's eyebrows furrowed a little bit when she noticed that I was staring at her. Her eyes soon changed, as appeared to fill with compassion. I don't know what the circumstances were for you to be sent here, but I want you to know that you don't have to keep your guard up. The children here, everyone's experienced hurt in one way or another. I'm sure everyone would offer to help you in any way they could. Yeah, thank you. That wasn't at the forefront of my mind, and I don't think I had my guard up, but for some reason I felt like a burden had been lifted off my back. I was surprised. There's something I needed to do here. I didn't really plan on making friends, but Betty's words began changing something in me. Like Betty said, we're here for you, Mai. Don't forget that I'm your biggest supporter, though, okay? No one will support you the way that I do, so really, it's like I'm your only supporter. Roddy, whenever I talk to you, you always contradict yourself. Anyway, just know that I'm your biggest supporter, Mai. Yeah, I got it. I dodged Roddy approaching me, and just then a book was offered to me. Here you go. A manual for Elstrain? Yeah, I'm certain Elstrain can save you. Betty's faith must be strong. Her eyes seemed to dilate, as if she was under the influence. I couldn't help but wince a little. Alright, sure, I'll give it a read. I never thought I'd actually read it, but I accepted her gift. The book was very worn, as if it was read quite often. A very happy smile could be seen on Betty's face. She turned around and walked away. I'm getting so hungry. Come on, Mai, let's get out of here. Betty is so... She seemed to be a very sweet girl, but as soon as Elstrain came out, her demeanor shifted completely. I wonder why. It's nothing. We're going to miss our meal if we linger anymore. Let's get going. Better be careful with that book. Yeah, I know. Elstrain will save you, huh? Something's off. I hope she won't become a nuisance. Oh, hello to you all. What? Good. Everyone seems to be getting along, huh? I forgot how ditzy the RA of the dorm is. What was her name? Abigail. That came from nowhere. What's wrong? Why does your face look so scared? Did you just have an unpleasant thought? No, it's just how my face looks. Oh. Abigail looked confused for a moment, but the look cleared from her face soon after. She began to nod as if she understood something. I'm glad you've been able to make friends. Mai, you seem like a good person. But I must admit, I was worried because you seemed so shy. I'm happy to know my worries were pointless. She was clearly smiling at Rotty. What is it? Aren't you glad, Mai? Rotty was already surprised, and even a little more so when Abigail said Mai again. I suppose everyone makes mistakes. Rotty was waving her hands around to try and clear things up. No, I'm Roddy. Oh, oops, so you're Mai. Abigail looks over at me. Yeah. My mistake, I'm sorry. Doesn't change the fact that I'm happy, though. You two be good now, okay? Without waiting for our response, she turned around and left. I don't understand, Abigail. The RA is a little off sometimes. That's putting it lightly. How could you be mistaken with someone new? Don't be so sure, Mai. Of course, normally I'd agree with you, but this is Abigail we're talking about here. Rotty's answer confused me. She seemed to understand that Abigail is ditzy, but doesn't find her behavioral status as RA to be odd. I see. Is she really fit to be RA? I really wonder. It's probably best to keep that question to myself. Mai! Someone hugged me from behind, so I turned around. Are you not good with surprise attacks? Your reaction was so cute right now. I'm gonna do it too. Don't be stupid. You smell good, just as I thought. I smelled it when you turned around right now. What scent is this? She sniffed my neck and it tickled. I was writhing to get out of her grip and Roddy pulled me tight. Hey, Victoria, you can't do that. Being released from her hug, I was finally able to face Victoria. What is she thinking to just hug me from behind? Oh, you took her away. I'm sad. Even when I gave her a quick glare, Victoria was unfazed. Rather, she was smiling. Gosh, you have no boundaries. According to Rossi, Victoria has a tendency to hug people as a form of hello. I don't think you need to hug to say hi. I guess not. I didn't plan on it, but you smelled so good. Is that so? No reaction, I don't know what to do. I couldn't hide my confusion and Roddy sighed for I don't know how many times today. Victoria's always like this, don't worry. Well, I guess it's hard not to. Right, I don't like being hugged out of the blue like she did. Sorry about that, I'll be careful next time. Victoria waved her hand as she lightly walked towards the end of the hall. She's a weirdo. Although I was surprised, I guess she didn't mean it badly, so oh well. I stared at Victoria walking off. There was a charm to her smile, the kind that invited others in. Just save for a minute while we get the chance. Huh? The hall was unusually rowdy. What is it? Let's check. To my surprise, Vina had been found. We were told that she was discovered inside of a shed alone. It was located in a dense thicket of forest, the kind where lights can't penetrate the shadows cast by tall trees. Her clothes had been shredded. When they found her, she was half naked and shivering on the floor of an old work shed. What's going on? Why, Vina? What in the... I wonder what happened. I heard her clothes were all ripped. What an idiot called it karma. The students gathered before the infirmary, gossiping tidbits to one another in hushed tones. Excuse me, let me through. My, Rotty. Sorry, I need to get through. Headmistress Midra, the school nurse, Isuka, and Headmistress Shizu stood around Vina, who sat nervously on her cot. Soot covered her face, but it couldn't hide her terror. She shook violently, barely able to answer any of the nurse's questions. Vina, here. Some warm water. Drink up. She said nothing. Shizu and Midra exchanged worried glances and sighed. Vina, you broke curfew to venture into the forest last night. May I ask why? I didn't. I wasn't the one who left. Are you suggesting you were taken? The memory of her being attacked by the shadow crossed my mind. I imagined that she too was quite confused. But I persisted in my suspicious about this school, so I never thought to mention that I'd snuck out as well. Let's head back. I noticed a towel on the ground, so I bent over to pick it up. Above all, I was relieved to see that she had lived. But just as I was about to leave the infirmary with Rotty... Barbus is watching. Don't trust your eyes. Barbus is coming. Hey, what was that? Huh? Answer me. What'd you say? Do you know? Answer me, damn it. What is Barbus? I was myself in the moment. Next thing I knew, I grabbed hold of Vina's shoulders and shook her. Saya mentioned Barbus in her last email. It was nonsense to me until now. Mai, stop it! Tell me, spit it out, you hear me? What is Barbus? When is it coming? Mai! Vina responded with a high-pitched scream, flailing out like a woman possessed, and the maids rushed to restrain her. They shoved me out the room. Where is my sister? Return to your room. As I retaliated, Headmistress Midra slapped me across the face. I threw the towel in my hand on the ground and stormed away. I repeat myself once more. You are forbidden from leaving your rooms past midnight. Have I made myself clear? Mai. Sorry about my mother. How's your cheek doing? I'm fine. There's nothing compared to what that man used to do to me every night. It must hurt to have to be so strong. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Let's drop it. Anyway. You really know nothing about Sanae? Yeah, I wish you could believe me. And about Barbus, too? No clue. Right. I'll help you find what you're looking for. About Sanae. You'll sneak into the confidential student records? If we're caught, we'll be paddled 100 times, so it won't be easy, but I'll help how I can. Thanks. I guess first we'll need to know where they're stored. Anyway, how's Vina? Fine. She calmed a bit. Last I checked, she's sleeping in the infirmary. Ugh. I'd like to talk, Mai. Can I sit on your bed? On your bed? That's not on your bed, that's in. You never bothered to wait for my answer. Even if I say no, you'd come in anyway. True. Oh, your bed's cozy. It's warm. Smells nice, too. Mai. So why do you want to sit on my bed? Oh, sorry. Just wanted to chat. About Mom, headmistress? You haven't talked to her one-on-one yet, have you? Nope. Knew it. I want you to know more about her. Already rested her forehead on my back before going on the lengths about the headmistress. Disciplinarian or not, she seemed she invested thorough effort or endowment. The government had been less generous with their grants, so Midra worked hard to secure donations. She keeps Wordsworth alive. When I was younger, I was struck by a car in town. I blacked out, so I don't remember much. But I do remember her going around in the middle of the night looking for a doctor. I wasn't in good shape. I was fighting for my life. So she ran to the church pleading with them, "Please save my daughter." She prayed all night to Elstrain. 2 days later, I woke up. My mother slapped me, but then she broke down and held me tighter than ever. So I think when my mother hits you, it's an expression of love. Harsh, I admit. I hope you don't take it too personally. She's nothing like my parents. Guess she can't be too bad. I'm proud to be her daughter. Lately, though, she's been acting strange. I think she's stressed about something. It scares me sometimes. With what happened to Vena, I'm starting to think the school really is haunted. The midnight curfew wasn't a thing until last year. I see. That's odd. We'll come back to this tomorrow. I'm sleepy. I grabbed my alarm clock and showed its face to Roddy. Let's hit the sack before midnight. Okay. Can I sleep here? No, you fidget too much. You'd knock me out of my own bed. Oh, really? Man, that's embarrassing. Roddy hopped out of my bed and climbed into her own. Today I learned a little about the headmistress. But that shed no light on where Sanae could be. I can't be picky. There's too many factors at play. I shut my eyes and went to sleep. I can't sleep. For some reason I was wide awake in bed. I glanced up my window. Taking in the starless sky, buildings in Leshiora cast shadows which loomed like beasts without moonlight. Then the body of a girl smashed into my window. She was covered in blood. I tried to make out her warped face. It was Vena. As Vena's contorted face pressed into the glass, her eyes glared at me vengefully. Glare, 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 glare. But in the blink of an eye, she disappeared. Outside my window, I could only see the starless sky and building shadows. What was that? A hallucination? I shot up from my bed and gazed around my room frantically. As per usual, Rottie slept awkwardly on her bed, not a care in the world. Her snoring is unbearable. I went over to the table for a drink of water and wiped the sweat from my brow. I took a look at the clock. 11:50 p.m. Early, but still late. I heard someone speaking outside my room. Who could be up this late? I opened the door to find no one, but I tiptoed to the stairs because I sensed someone. I took a peek downstairs and it was headmaid Shizu. She was dragging Vena, who seemed to be resisting as she was pulled through the front door. What's going on? So much for the curfew. It was almost midnight. I returned promptly to my room, changed my attire, and decided to follow them. I couldn't let Headmistress Midra and all the maids catch me, like before I tiptoed down the hall. I needed to head downstairs to run after Vena, who was being dragged by the head maid. Just past this corner. A maid with a sunken face stood there, holding a knife.
Hey, what are you doing? Return to your room. Now.
Just then, the clock struck 12, which seemed to distract the maid enough for her to dart away toward the stairs.
What the hell? Why was she holding a knife? That girl.
The grandfather clock's chime echoed through the hall. It was midnight, but I was concerned for Vena. I decided to chase after the maid down the stairs. Dun dun dun. That maid from earlier. Oh, an enemy's already alerted to me. Running around the middle of the night isn't normal. I want to let the dialogue play out before I go fighting enemies. Never mind about that. Need to focus on finding Vina. Vina. Seems like she's headed north again. I think it's circle to swing. Yes, it is.
Be careful. Here I go.
I was saying, where's this? I was trying to remember, like, what button? Magic up, corruption level 1%. Oh, a difference from this game from the first one. If you hit 100% corruption, you don't die. They took that off completely. They realized that was kind of bullshit. Also, the normal battle theme in this game is fantastic. Curse bar contains effects within certain battle areas. If the player steps on it, it will occur. Press R2 to display the screen for bug details. If an enemy afflicted with a knockback or knockback is knocked into a curse bug, the character will initiate the attack and gain the effects.
Good. All right.
Oh, I wanted to get the last one on screen before I picked that, but oh well.
I can use this. I'll do this. All right.
Oh, I don't think we can learn new skills just yet. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right.
No. Okay.
All right.
Eventually. Also, yeah, from the circles show like each layer, so red, green, and blue. You can see the 3 lines going up. That's each individual attack, and the line is the knockback direction.
Yeah. Let's hurry ahead already. Level up.
Also, just like in the first game, if you level up, you get all your health and SP back. So it's what makes the strain area very manageable in both games, because if you cross level 99, the experience requirement per level afterwards is very low. So you will be leveling up dozens of times constantly throughout the strain area once you're in like New Game Plus. R1 like skips animations as always.
Look at the information.
Defense and magic defense up also boosts corruption. Yeah, you can just do that, but I will probably do like the traditional way and just bring up the menu more often than not. Oh, that last one wasn't in range. I thought they were. Damn. Look at how many. Look at the icon. Look at how many defense boosts I got.
My turn. All right. Get out of here. This is the end. We won. Let's level up.
Hey, Mai does learn, and all 3 of the main characters do learn skills from leveling as well. So it's not just that. Increase your defense. Only thing I will do there is organize it a little bit. Just to make it more convenient, I have the glitch attack be at the very top of the list. So I don't have to worry about moving it or changing it. And just kind of go from there. Oh, I forgot the range is actually kind of small.
Here, I'll do this. All right.
Are we high enough level to actually get something out yet?
All right. All right. All right.
No, still no. I think it's only when the story introduces it we can start like learning more skills through combos. There are less combo skills to unlock in this game. You get a lot more through leveling, so it's a lot more balanced out. But there's still a few, including being able to make yourself invincible. Additionally, I'll say it now, similar to my Let's Play for those who've seen it, I'm going to be sticking to just the main 3 characters in this journey when I play as them, because the extra characters that join feel like something that at some point were either going to be DLC or something, and then eventually they just went fuck it and chucked it in the game normally. But they're kind of broken. They are really OP if you know how to use them right, especially Claire. Claire's kind of a little infamous. Like, you'll see, if you watch any speedrun of Dirk 2, they always put Claire on the team, because Claire's broken as shit.
I'll do this.
Attack. Oh, okay, yes please.
Alright.
I'll try and use the R2, like, side menu, but my habit is always to just press search and manually check. Because it also gives me a chance to actually check the enemies as well, if I decide to. There's nothing down here, I just wanted to check. But it's so, like, it's hard to put into words, it's so nice to be back in Dirk. I remember as well, and it's real funny now looking back at it, you know, in 2026, when this came out and I finished it, because to jump the gun, this game does set up a few things for a sequel. I remember going, oh man, it was only a year after Dirk 1 that Dirk 2 came out, so I'm sure Dirk 3 will be, like, at most 2 years away. Little did I know. Thankfully, like, it is actually finally happening. Let's say it's been officially confirmed that Dirk 3 is happening. Dirk 3 was confirmed alongside Code Z, but we also, in a Famitsu magazine, in the middle of last year, showed the actual logo, which gave me the impression we was going to see more on Dirk 3, like, kind of soon, but that didn't manifest. But I still feel like if they revealed the logo, it's coming soonish. Like, I genuinely think we're not going to have to wait long now for Dirk 2 to get announced. It's why I decided to do this, because I genuinely feel like it could be any time now between, like, the next couple months that it'll show up. There you go. That's a physical moon, okay.
I'll do this. All right. Go away.
God, look how they just fly fucking everywhere.
We went pretty easy.
Oh, I was locked in animation. Fuck.
All right.
Also, whilst we're on the topic, I know there is an extra scene, the epilogue, that has a big teaser it for Code Z that I never covered. I am aware of it. It's just the 99 floor dungeon wasn't the most interesting, and I eventually decided against, like, covering it. But I experimented with it a few times, did a few runs, and after a while I was like, no, this isn't... I don't think it's, like, fun to watch. And so I eventually just made the decision to not cover it. Oh, I forgot you hear, like, a weird voice sound when you go through this load screen the first time. So it's there to try and add to the horror atmosphere. Do that.
Get out of here! This is the end. We won. Let's hurry onward.
God, we're getting a lot of... This is what I mean. We're getting a lot of basic patch like basic iron potions, I am going to lose track of like what ones were the DLC ones and what ones are the extra. So that's why I'm not fussing about that too much. Not that I think that this is like too much of like an item heavy game. You won't see me using items too much other than like maybe clean up. Is there any treasures hiding here?
Here I go! Alright! Fly! Power's overflowing! We went pretty... I've gotten stronger!
Oh, Lunario. We're getting loads of fucking skills here. Which is magic, okay. Sorry, I like my skills to be organized. It's one of those things that you wouldn't have seen in the Let's Play, but it did, I promise you, it happened all the fucking time in the Let's Play.
It can be hacked.
I'll do that in a second, bye. It happened all the time in Let's Play. I just edited around it a lot of the time, but no, I'm a huge stickler for like editing these things. There's a lot of little things that like I would have like hidden away for the sake of getting a move on. That you're gonna end up seeing because it's a live stream. I can't edit live, you know?
Here I go!
The main one being, and I did this for like every turn-based RPG, if it was a redundant encounter, as in there wasn't a new enemy in it, I would edit it out. So you just simply run up to the enemy and then it would just vanish. I'd only keep it if it was a new enemy or if something interesting happened in the fight.
You won. I've gotten stronger. Hey, a treasure box.
100 any. You think I've got to make a habit of, and I've already forgot to do it this time, but it doesn't really matter in this chapter, it's more chapter 2 onwards it starts to matter, is making a point of every single night checking the camp for side quests. Can't seem to catch it. Where'd Vina go?
Here I go! Good, alright. Good. Yeah. Fly!
I knew I wasn't going to get them all, so I was going to hope I got good backlash. When a monster is blocked with a knockback that comes in contact with a character, a knockback is unleashed, pushing the enemy back even more. Oh yeah, it's because I didn't knock them back first time, so that can happen.
Let's hurry ahead over. A treasure box?
Speed bracelet.
How is it?
Sure, who needs defense? And you can also see why I'm not using like the super OP shit either, because like we're already like doing good damage, and it's the shit that you can actually like expect to get. Oh, literally 1 point in everything? No, I'm good.
We have my turn. All right. Eat this. Stay there. Fly. Power's overflowing.
I kind of hope these guys will get closer to each other, but no luck.
All right.
I have to do this then.
Fly. Here, defeated. We won. I've gotten stronger.
Hey, Metanog. Alright, you know what this means? To be fair, Medic is going to be irrelevant, because, like, why would we ever pick just, oh, restore your health a bit, when you can do within a range, and it's more powerful?
I'll do this. All right. Good. Go away. I can use this. Let's hurry ahead.
God, it's just coming back to me more. Like, the more I'm playing this, I'm like, man, I can't wait for Dirk 3. Like, so yeah, this is here. If it wasn't obvious already, you can see it on the mini-map, which I think, like,
There's a PC here.
I think they should have hidden it on the minimap because you can just see it and then you can just skip the middleman out. It's great for speedrunning, but it still is like, you can see it. One of my recognizable accessories. She does not care for it very well.
I'll use this.
The rapid plume I'll give to
Seems like it can be hacked.
probably Rotty when she joins our party. You know, if you couldn't tell already, she's going to be a party member.
Whew.
Oh, you might see that from time to time. You saw it there. You might have seen it there for a frame. The very, like, frame that you make contact with an enemy, it loads in this battle arena. But the battle arena's, like, actual location is on the map, and so it overlaps. And so sometimes for, like, a frame, you can just see, like, somewhere where the buildings have been moved to make the arena. I know why they do it that way. It's to, save space a little. They don't have to make like a separate complete domain, they just have it overlap. Huh? I see someone.
Oh, a save point. Hey, a treasure box. Let's rest a moment.
How rare for a customer.
So there's nothing here, but all of these missions, when you get them, you should try and do them.
Are you? How rare for a... I see. You wish to sell.
I see. You wish to sell. Why does he say it like that?
Do.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I will see you again.
Let's head out.
I'm gonna save when I got the opportunity.
Oh, a save point.
I think there is shit to pick up over here before we proceed onwards. Silver hatchet. Which is better across the board. Alright, there we go. In Dirk 1, I think in both the live stream and the Let's Play, the DLC Ultimate Weapon I only used when we got to like the actual like finale of the game, like the actual endgame, because we'd done everything, so I treated it as like, you know, getting the ultimate weapon sort of thing. So I might do something similar here. It depends on the challenge. What I mean is, if we're like, because this game is, I do find this game easier than Dirk 1, but if there reaches a point where it's like we are steamrolling everything anyway, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. If it reaches a point where it feels kind of balanced, then maybe, you know? But in Dirk 1, I feel like the final boss is reasonably challenging regardless.
Here I go. All right.
So swapping to the ultimate weapon to the end there just kind of made the pace of the fight go a little bit more smoothly, whilst at the same time just getting a move on. So I might do the same in this, we'll see. I mean, the only thing that might make me do it is the final dungeon of this game has a lot of, like, bulky enemies. So I might end up equipping the ultimate weapon then just to fucking get a move on, but we'll see. Anyway, I think it's time to introduce one of the main gimmicks of this game.
Is that her crying? Where is that coming from? Man, I can't find her.
Oh, okay, no, this is the introduction to the boss.
No way! What is that? It's huge!
Yeah, a chance to alter your equipment if you need to. And that's time for the mini-boss theme.
Seems dangerous. I'll do this!
Dun, dun, dun. So if you do search, you can now go over to the enemy, and you can see its stats. You can see it's got 2400 health, it's a star creature. Oh, I need to swap these over, my bad. I love the soundtrack in this game. Oh, actually, no. The favorites list for my quick menu tour is just for this, so I might actually just leave it since it organizes all of this for me anyway. Oh, God, I love the soundtrack of this game so fucking much. Sorry. I completely forgot that that's just for the favorite screen. It lets you access everything all the time. God, I love the soundtrack of this fucking game. I'm sorry. You're gonna get a lot of this from me. I adore everything about this game, and it's so nice coming back to it after 5 years. This whole soundtrack is so fucking good. Sorry, I was getting the opportunity to check volume and I forgot to turn down my recording end, so you might have just heard double audio for a second there, sorry. I do want to check audio because this boss theme does sound loud as shit, so I want to make sure I'm not getting too overpowered, so 1 second, guys. I might turn it down a smidge after the fight. Which is funny, because didn't I turn it down like before we started even further? Once again, the audio mixing in this game is hilarious. I might turn it down a smidge. Like, just like another, like, couple percent. So I think it's on 20%, so I might lower it to 15.
What was I doing?
I realized I blacked out. I woke on a curb in the middle of town.
Last thing I remember was a monster, which I defeated. Did I pass out? I don't see any signs of its corpse.
I eyed my hatchet lying across the alley's stone pavement. I picked it up and gave a cursory glance around, no monster in sight.
I'm covered in blood.
It took a minute to register that both my hatchet and my head were drenched in blood.
Guess I killed it. But what was that thing?
Alright, now the immediate intensity is counting down. Yeah, look at the volume I have it on. Let me try 15. So I don't want to turn it down too much, because I want you guys to be able to hear them and appreciate the music as much as I fucking love and appreciate the music. But also, Idea Factory and audio mixing. Oh, I think this is GRPG as well, to some extent. And that thing, why is it following me?
Shoo! Shoo! Go away!
Also, Mai's louder now than she was earlier, just to kind of like highlight my point from earlier. After confirming the beast was dead, I left the scene. For a while, I meandered through Leshiora's alleys, until I found a girl sprawled across the ground.
Those pajamas. It's Vina. What's she doing sleeping in the alley?
But Vina was still as a rock, laying face down. Both of her hands were bound. She was dead. I could recall being with Vina, hearing her speak. She was alive, I saw her. But here she lay, as an object. Silent. The sight of her disgusted me. My stomach tightened up into a knot, and I had to stop myself from vomiting.
This has to be a joke, right? What the hell? What happened?
All of a sudden, my head felt like it was going to split open, so I crumbled to the ground, clutching my head with both hands. All of a sudden, a scene of carnage assaulted my mind. The culprit slashed Venus several times with a hatchet. Scared into a panic, I fled from the scene, ducking away in some alley.
What was that? Wait, did I? No, that's impossible!
I rested my head in my hands, cowering when someone placed their hand on my shoulder.
Roddy!
I saw you running from the window. Let's go. It's dangerous here.
I shivered as I rose up, and Rotty escorted me back to our room. Vina... Did I? No, I couldn't have. But I lost consciousness. There's no way for me to tell what happened while I was out. Rotty could never hear of this. If I would let it out, I knew that I would scream. I shut my eyes to block out the gruesome vision that haunted me.
Sister, this world is still very dark. I'm going to sleep with them longer, okay?
I was left to wonder what any of it meant. Did I really kill Vina? It can't be. But what credibility did I have? Also, that little dialogue bit you just heard with Sister, and it was the voice, that was Lydia, if you couldn't tell if you didn't watch the first one. That scene, those scenes, there's going to be a bunch of little glimmers of scenes involving Lydia throughout the whole course of the game. They only happen if you have a clear save on your system somewhere. So if you beat the game once, it doesn't matter if it's New Game or New Game Plus, you will get those little glimmers. All of it is to help set up some things in the background, and also, I think, set up Dirk 3. I have a huge fucking, sequence of theories on Dirk 3. I think we are going to be playing as, the observers. I think Lydia is going to be the main character we play as in Dirk 3. I thought it's going to be a huge observer-focused story. And I even think, they teased it in an interview not that long ago, talking about some new mechanics that they're working on for Dirk 3, including something that will allow you to predict a defense. And I think that's all going to tie into playing as an observer, where you're going to be able to have that kind of foresight and things like that. But I think we're going to be playing as, the god people, basically, that Lydia is a part of. It can't be. What credibility did I have? The scene was clear as day in my head. It felt as real as anything I'd ever seen.
Huh? Vina's alive, Mai.
Keeping quiet about the whole ordeal proved excruciating, so in the morning I confessed everything to Rotty.
I had a vision that I killed her.
Gosh. What a horrible dream that must have been, Mai. Don't worry, okay? My mother just gave me news about Vina.
Huh?
Last night, they found Vina a new home. Her new parents wanted her immediately, so she left this morning.
Yeah, because that sounds not suspicious at all.
What you saw was a monster. I think you went crazy and had a bad dream.
Then what does it mean?
According to Rotty, the monsters appeared around town some time ago. Rotty alleges that she is the only one at Wordsworth who can see them. Once I told her I could too, she jumped out of her chair. Having no one with whom to discuss the phenomenon was naturally stressful for her. She tried, as hard as Rotty can, to be inconspicuous about it, but she also tried avoiding them at all costs. When they kept appearing, she would chalk it up to poor luck and sprint home, pretending nothing ever happened. All that to say, it explained her relief when I told her that I could see them too. And here's the funny thing, when we go out into combat, they've explained to us clearly why Mai has a weapon, why she has her hatchet. It's literally the same one she used to kill her father, and she stowed it away. When we get to our third party member, Liliana, later, they'll explain how she gets her weapon as well. They never explicitly explain Rotty getting a fucking gun. I can only assume, with her seeing the monster for so long, eventually she, there was an opportunity somewhere along the line for her to, load up, and she just kept it on her as, a self-defense weapon. But I think it's really funny that they never explicitly explain that Rotty has a gun. It's so, abstract. It doesn't really, fit what you think of Rotty, but she just has it. According to Rotty, no one else in town seems to see them. They live none the wiser, ignorant of their existence, however many there are. They're like ghosts. They don't approach those who cannot see them, but does that mean they're harmless to those who can't? I surmise that this thing following me is one of them. No matter how often I swatted it away, it followed me, persistent little thing. In fact, it sometimes came in handy, offering some protection whenever I entered battle. Yes, something that's a little like this was something that was a thing in the first game as well, but each buggy comes with like a set bonus. Mai's, I want to say, it's like it gives it like a defense boost for certain attacks. Rossi, on the other hand, was taken by its cuteness. She enjoyed poking its bump. Whatever it was imperative for me to keep my ability to see it secret. I had to make sure Rossi understood that too. Every day brings me something new to dislike about this town. The monster, the church, the townsmen, everything. I can't trust anyone. If I had to sum up my feelings about Leshiora in one statement, it would be...
just creepy.
That's our instructor's command. Everyone in our line firmly posed upright. It was ballet class. I grabbed the bar and balanced myself on one leg. I outstretched my other leg, bending with the tip of the toes touching my knee. Each pose invited a raised eyebrow and a comment from our instructor. Yeah, because she's got no physique. You're not having trouble because you're stiff, it's because you're not committing to it. Sure, but I've never done ballet. It's embarrassing. Those poses aren't for me. They're better suited for someone with a nice figure. Oh, that's Mai still talking. It's because Rossi changed her face. Those poses aren't for me. They're better suited for someone with a nice figure. Your body is beautiful, Mai. I should know. I look at it every day. Be confident. That doesn't put me at ease. Anyway, ballet isn't for me. Ballet is something that deserves an audience. Not only do I dislike interacting with others, but I detest the spotlight. You'll get used to it. I know, I have an idea. What is it? Yeah, have some courage. Stretch your leg up. Stop. Nice balance, see? You can do it, Mai. Stop. Ouch. Oh, sorry. Jeez, give it a rest. Maybe I can get the hang of it. So, is this how you pose? Yeah, that's it, Mai. There was a sparkle in Rossi's eye as she saw me attempt the pose. Anyway, Rossi, about that monster, could you not tell anyone that I can see them too? I'd rather be discreet. Not even to my headmistress Midra? Yeah, don't tell anyone. Keep it to yourself. I see, Mai. That means you trust me. Don't get it twisted. Leave it to me. I won't tell anyone. This will be our little secret. Why is she blushing? Oh well, as long as she can keep it a secret. I've been thinking. I wonder how Vena's doing. Ugh. I started to realize that Rossi was someone I could trust. Maybe her good side would emerge now that she finally felt she had a family. But the sight of Vena's corpse was burned into my brain. There's no way I'd imagined it. Calling it nothing more than a hallucination would be crazy. I saw it clearly as I see now. It was real. And that enormous shadow, was it a ghost? Couldn't be. I think I'm going mad. What's the matter, Mai? See a ghost or something? I need to do some snooping. When Victoria approached me out of concern, I thought to ask her about the urban legend she mentioned. Oh, the ghost of Leshiora? Anything about it? How it died or why it became a ghost? Oh, that I know. Long ago, a terrible curse was cast upon Leshiora. Oh, I might have heard rumors about it. Yeah, so if the tragic fate were to befall you, then you may be possessed by the curse, go mad, and die. That's awful! Eh? I see. Thanks for that. Someone had told me that these two were big fans of the occult. They shall live up to their reputation. Between the ghosts and the monsters, something fishy was happening in Leshiora. I was worried for Sanae. I knew time was running out. I was being held in an anxious vice grip. I need to do more snooping around Leshiora. Hey, Roti, where could I go to get some information about this town? Is there a library or anything? Not that I know of. Oh, I think I know a place. What is it? There used to be a newspaper publisher on the outskirts of town. Their building's in ruins now, though. Newspaper? Great, that's a good lead. Could you show me the way? Of course. Wow, how lovely. A romantic rendezvous in a secluded place. Are you stupid? Oh, but it seems like they've made it a restricted area. Restricted area? Yep, either the building's been condemned or they caught some sketchy people around there. What? Anyway, we Wordsworth girls are forbidden from entering. Kind of awfully convenient, almost too much so. There had to be something there. Forbidden or not, I'm going. I need to learn what's going on around here. But if the faculty finds us, they might give us more than a scolding. True, that's why I'll be sneaking out at night alone. If you won't join me, can you tell me where it is? But it might be dangerous. It'll be fine, we're just reading newspapers. Okay, fine, I'll join. I can't let you go by yourself. You don't have to tag along, this is a personal matter. I said I would. It's okay to include me, you know? If you insist, then sure. In truth, I appreciated her offer. This place and its people were foreign to me. Having Roddy around starved off the discomfort. A late night tryst. Perfect. I guarantee you this mission is strictly professional. You never know what could happen, Mai. Oh, the instructor. Our dance instructor was on stern patrol, observing Mai and Rossi's posture. We hastily outstretched our legs, which drew a look of scrutiny from the teacher, but I found it difficult to stay stiff in position. The teacher straightened my bent leg. I smiled through the pain until she moved on to the next student. Mai, I think stretching would seriously help. I really, really hate ballet. Finally done. Mai, after we hit the showers, let's do some stretches. Sure. If I can't get out doing ballet, I guess I can work on being more flexible. Right, I'll help you. We can do it from the comfort of our beds. I'm starting to think you never think before you speak. Hehe, au contraire. So I just know exactly what I'm saying. Oh. A maid? It's... In the corner of the locker room was a maid whom I had encountered in the hallway holding a knife. Isn't that yours, Mai? Roddy pointed out that the maid was clearly holding my skirt. What are you doing? That's mine. I'm sorry. I thought I would wash it. I can do it myself. Don't touch my things without my permission. I yanked my skirt away from the maid. The situation puzzled me. What could she be up to? Pardon me. I didn't mean to offend. Just what is she trying to pull? Seriously. She can wait in line for your skirt like the rest of us. What value does my skirt have? Tons! I suspect there's something perverse behind it. I'm so jealous. If only I could get a whiff of that skirt. Ugh. Oh no. I panicked and checked my skirt's pocket. Thankfully I found the USB safely inside. What a relief. Glad she didn't steal it. Hey, I recognize that. What is it? Obviously it's a USB flash drive. I'm not following. Nothing special. Oh, what part of trust me don't you understand? I reminded myself that she never meant any harm, but the hesitation lingered. Okay, I'll give it some thought. Come on, let's change. Ah, I'm right behind you. With a glimmer in her eye, Rotti hastily changed into new attire. And we got a lot of people to talk to today. The three kids running around the first floor. The bullies and someone else will get introduced to upstairs. Let's start with the kids. Roddy! Ah! Right as I heard someone yelling Rotti's name, Rotti was being body slammed. Whoa, hey, you okay? Yeah, I'm used to it. Thanks. So, Marie, what do you want to do today? Hee hee! The girl wrapped around Rotti's leg was giggling happily as Rotti patted her head. Oh, is this your first time meeting her, Mai? This is Marie. She's the youngest one here. Go on, Marie, say hello. Okay. Rotti tapped on the shoulder of Marie, who was now hiding behind her. The girl came running to me, but as soon as she saw me, she froze. I can't, Roddy. Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling about this. The girl's eyes like the field of tears. And in a voice that would inspire motherly feelings in anyone, she called for Rotti. What's the matter? Roddy, this lady is scary. Oh, you think it's her face? Rotti placed her hand on her chin, pondering this as she stared at me. I think if you gave her a little smile, maybe Marie wouldn't be so scared. I'm not saying you look bad. You just have kind of this resting, mean face. That's all. That's supposed to make me feel better? My shoulders slumped. She wants me to smile, but is that really such an easy thing to do? I looked down at Marie, who just as quickly hid behind Rotti once more. But I didn't want this girl to be totally afraid of me either. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Hello, Marie. My name is Mai. Can you come out and say hello? I got low to Marie's height, and Marie anxiously peeked out from behind Rotty. I'm not scary. I'm not scary. I am scared, Roddy. Oh, there, come here. He's like to cry seriously now and Roddy gave her a big hug. There, it's okay now. That was pretty creepy, huh? What the? I mean, it might have scared her, but to have the one who told me to do it call me creepy. Watching Marie cry in Roddy's arms just made me feel really uncomfortable. I began to feel really angry, but could do nothing about it. I suppressed a sigh. All I did was say hi, and this is how I was received? This world isn't fair. Oh! I saw someone walking towards us. Rotty stopped walking. She's coming this way. I'm sure she wants to talk to you. I don't know her, though. I was looking at this girl I'd never seen before, and just as Rotty suspected, she approached me. Hello? Are you Mai Toyama? Yeah? I'm Christina Serum. Sorry for talking to you like this. I wanted to introduce myself, but also to tell you something. Tell me something? Yes. Her eyes thinned, and she began to speak slowly as if she was building suspense. I'm certain you came here because you had a rough past, but I just wanted to tell you that you don't need to worry. Other people have gone through similar things. If you're ever stressed out about it, I want you to feel free to open up. We know what you've been through and where you're coming from. The girl, Christina, gave me a smile that told me she was very satisfied with her response. Her smiling like that was strange. Thanks, but I'm okay for now. What? They want to lick each other's wounds, fine, but it's not for me. I declined her offer and saw her eyes twitched. Oh, I mean, sure. Okay, got it. It's both very good and very bad that you're so honest. Really gave me a troubled laugh. But in any case, take this. It's a snack, considering a token of our new friendship. I hope you like it. Oh, and no need to return the favor. She already forced me to take this can of snacks. I see. Thanks. You are very welcome. Okay, have a good day, you two. Aren't you excited? Everybody loves those snacks. They're so delicious. She seems suspicious. I feel like I'm missing something here. How well do you know her, Rotty? You're so forward sometimes. Rotty pondered for a moment, as if to choose her next words very carefully. Okay, yeah, so... she's not a bad girl, but she's definitely a character. We have a lot of those here. I guess she won't deny it. Rotty laughed while I sighed. Hey, do you know what's for dinner today? Huh? Someone I didn't recognize stood there and asked me out of the blue. I thought she had mistaken me for someone, but the way she smiled at me made me think she hadn't made a mistake. Hey, today's dinner! Who are you? That's Paula Warren. She's a very shy person. She's like this with everyone. I'm Paula Warren. Nice to meet you. Mai Toyama. Nice to meet you, Paula. Pie, huh? That's pretty unique. It's not pie, it's my. Can you stop repeating that? Pie. Okay, I got it. I already told you. How can she make such a stupid mistake? Already picked up on my irritation, and I could tell she was starting to panic. Hey, Mai, I know where you're coming from, but Paula means well. She means well? She's an idiot. Yeah, well, I mean, she does have a tendency to be a little naive. You talking about me? Ugh. Even when I glared at her, Paula still gave me a big dumb smile. I mean, get through to her, huh? I started to respect how dull she was. Then all of a sudden, Paula looked away. Oh, there's Mary! As soon as she said that, she started to run up to Mary. She really is a free spirit. Don't you find her interesting? Every day you meet a dumb girl like this. I wish she walked away, but then Paula turned back to me. We meet again soon, Pie. Ugh, my name isn't Pie. Oh, she's never gonna get your name right. Next time I see her, I'll make sure that she gets it right. Alright, meanwhile, back on the bullies. As I walked down the hall, I sensed someone following me. Rosie seemed to notice too and stopped walking. We turned around and saw a familiar face. Roddy, Rosie turned around. A confused look on her face told me that she had no idea why she's being called upon. The girl approached Rosie and whispered into her ear. Okay, got it. Maya, can you hold on a minute? Yeah, sure. Rosie seemed serious as the two of them walked towards the corner of the hall. I think that's the girl who was trying to bully me with Vina. Her name was Pick? I don't think she'd have the courage to pull something on Rotti alone, but I couldn't keep my eye off of them. Could hear their voices a little bit as their words echoed through the hall. It's okay, if you feel guilty about it, don't. It's fine. Okay, I'm just so sorry. Why is she apologizing? Got myself staring at them as they finished their conversation and started walking back to me. Sorry to make you wait, Mai. She'd like to have a word with you. Pick seemed to shrink as Rotty stood beside her, smiling. What does she want? I didn't forget what she did to me. I couldn't help but stare her down. Pick shrunk a little more in front of me. After what she did before, now she's afraid of me? Pick's breathing even began to sound rushed. Pick, are you okay? Take a deep breath. Rotty gently placed her hand on Pick's back. Pick didn't seem to acknowledge her question, quickly changing the subject. Sorry, can we try this again another day? Of course, you seem a little pale. Maybe it's best if you go rest in your room? Thanks, Roddy. Before Pick walked away, she bowed to me. What was that about? So, she feels okay to come up and talk to me like a normal person now? Ugh, I can't just accept that. And just look at her playing the victim. You look annoyed. Well, of course I am. Mate, the thing is, Pick felt bad about what she did. She said she needs to apologize to you. Is that right? Well, at least she knows what she did was bad. That was unexpected, but there really isn't a reason for me to be as nice to her as Roddy's being. I think she got a little surprised because your attention seemed to change out of the blue. Your attitude seemed to change out of the blue, sorry. I don't think she means any harm. You don't think? Well, it's not like I was ever worried about that. Besides, if she's looking that unwell, I doubt she'd try to pull anything. That's a good point. Maybe her breasts were getting so short because she was so nervous. Goodness, Mai, you really are just radiating so much tension. It was electric, but not in a good sort of way. You were like some snarling electric eel. And this is coming from a girl who's been buzzing around me like a mosquito this whole time, huh? Mai, it's so mean of you. Anyway, when Pig comes around again, could you just try to be nice to her? I can't promise that. I sighed. Rotty admonished me. I wonder if there's anyone Rotty wouldn't be able to forgive, even if they apologized to her. Alright, meanwhile, the other half of the bully. Oh, Mike, hang on, I gotta go wash my hands. You wanna come with me? I'm good. I'll wait for you. Go ahead. What? Let's go together. Just hurry up. I leaned against the wall, waiting for Rotty. I immediately sensed someone's eyes on me. I turned around to see Molly, glaring at me. Oh, this won't be good. I'm glad Rotty's not here. She kept staring, which really started to bother me. I got in her face about it. What the hell do you want? Do you want me to not to play with me in the bathroom again? Ugh! I stared her down before sharing some words with her in a rather unfriendly tone. It made her turn from me and run. She can't even fight on her own, huh? I'd highly advise you quit acting like an idiot. Ugh. I spat the words out at her, and she stopped. It's only for a brief moment before she literally ran away. Hey, Mike, wasn't that Molly? You okay? Did she do something to you? No, she was being very quiet. It actually threw me off a little bit. I see. Okay. I'm glad nothing happened. Keep an eye out, though, alright? Molly's been acting a little strange since Vina's been gone. We gotta be careful about her. Okay? Oh. I wonder if she's trying to round up some people to try and do something mean to me. Roddy seemed worried, as she was probably thinking about what Molly might do, especially since she just ran off like that. It just makes me a bit nervous. Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna pay even closer attention to you now, okay? I'll always be with you. When you eat, when you shower, and even when you use the bathroom. We can even sleep in the same bed tonight. No, thank you. Rotty, you seem like even more of a problem than Molly. What? Let her come at me if she wants. I'm sure I can finish whatever she might try and start. If she has the courage, then bring it on. Wait up, Mai. How can I protect you if you leave me behind? I was responding to Rotty, who was talking quite a bit, when I noticed someone else's voice around us. I looked to my side and saw someone I didn't recognize. Were you trying to talk to us? Sorry, I didn't notice. Rotty wouldn't stop yapping away. She seemed very meek. Her low voice and quivering eyes told me she lacked confidence. She shook her head weakly and began to speak. It's okay. Anyway, do you have a moment? No. With people like this, the moment you get involved, you end up taking up more work than you want. I went with my gut. I just thought I'd be honest with her, but in an instant she began to cry. Please? It won't be good if she makes a scene here. Okay, what is it? Come this way. She pointed nervously. Alright, I think we're good. At least on my end, it lagged for a second there, so sorry about that. So, what do you want? Do you have a crush on Victoria? What? I knew it! My jaw hit the floor. I was not expecting that question at all, but she mistook my non-answer as an affirmative one. No, I don't like her at all. But the other day, you were giving her all sorts of hugs. She was implying that I had been the one initiating it, or that it was somehow mutual. I was upset. No, she hugged me without my consent. I didn't want it, nor did I appreciate it. Oh, really? I see, so you're not going for Victoria. I'm so glad. She was in her own world. The girl began to smile. I was staring at this strange person in their abnormal state when I heard the familiar sound of Rotty stomping over. I found you, Mai! I was so worried. Oh, hi, Shitsuba. Didn't know you were here. Shitsuba? You didn't even introduce yourself yet? Oh, this is Shitsuba Ideyen. Ideyen? I forget how I pronounced it originally, but it's Shitsuba. Victoria is a special person. No wonder you asked that question. Oh, don't tell me you were asking if she's trying to take Victoria again. I mean, yeah, I was worried. I get the impression that Shitsuba is asking this of just about everyone. But when you think about it, Victoria really just hugs anyone she wants to hug. I know you can't help who you fall in love with, but if that person for you is Victoria, I imagine it'll be challenging. It's also worrying that you just go up to anyone and everyone and ask them that sort of thing point blank. That's not what I did. Mai was, I know she was being close with Victoria. No way, Mai belongs to me. Right, Mai? She hugged my arm and leered at me as if it was obviously true. Who decided... Oh, I didn't know. That's beautiful, right? I mean, you two seem so close. Just like Victoria and me. May you two find eternal happiness. Glad you understand. Oh, this is all a misunderstanding. I had no time to deny it, but Shitsuba skipped away, blushing. Rosie seemed to be in a better mood. She held onto my arm as she continued telling me her story. So when did I leave? Oh, let me just start from the beginning. The face on my side. Oh no! Right, whilst it's still somewhat positive vibes, I think I'm going to leave the stream there. Just because I'm going to be busy all afternoon and I've got work this evening, so I have to kind of cut it short here. We'll be back with more of this tomorrow, though. Don't you worry. We'll be playing this probably like 2 or 3 streams a week. Because like my general kind of plan or idea is obviously every Monday is going to be Trails, because that's our new Monday game. Wednesday and Sunday, when there isn't a Hoyoverse update to worry about, will be Violet. And so every other day that isn't like covered will be Death End. But that doesn't mean I'm never going to do like a long stream. Like there will probably be a Wednesday or a Sunday where I'm not like in the mood for Violet that second and we'll do Dirk instead. So like my point is that there will be streams of Death End every week. I've kind of got it planned out for this whole month. In theory, we should do at least 1 Dirk stream a week. And every other week, you know, when there isn't a Hoyoverse update, at least 2. Like, next week, the Genshin update's going to devour most of the week. So, like, I will probably do Dirk on Tuesday, for example. Because it's like Wednesday, Thursday, and probably Friday will be Genshin, since it's new map and new story. And then we'll just do Violet on Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, that sort of idea. So it's like, there will be more Death End streams every week, because also I love this game, so of course I want to play more of it. Is this one of my favorite games of last generation, easily in my top 5. I don't know what my exact top 5 would be now I think about it. I'm trying to think, like, on top of my head, like, what are, like, the top 5, like, PS4 games I played that I, like, love the most? And I'm like, Tales of Berseria, Bloodborne, this, probably Nep 4, because I really liked V2. And I'm not sure on the last one, I'd have to think about it. There's a few games that I really like, but I'm not sure, like, which one I'd say is, like, my top 5. Because as much as I'd love to be like, oh yeah, Blue Reflection Second Light, I played that after I got my PS5. I want to talk about like specifically games that were during the PS4 generation, not just on PS4 when I had my PS5, you know? So obviously like I love Blue Reflection Second Light, but I'm just trying to think, but yeah. Either way, that'll do for me for today. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. Is there a good... we'll leave it on that. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my Patreon and BlueSky in the description of every single video. Until then, though, you guys take care now. Peace!